take a second for it to let us. Okay, it let us go live. We're going
Awesome
live.
possum.
We're
Okay.
live. Supposedly, apparently,
Fine.
we are indeed live now. For those of you who said I'm late, I'm like 90 seconds late, which I guess is still late, but it's like, come on now, come on now. That's a lot of people. Oh hey, Nathan seems well. I will say Golden Gear. I am late, but only because I was stupid and I forgot about a thing. Let's see. Charlie time. Have Charlie. Wait, Charlie, say the word hi.
Hi. Beep boop bop. Beep 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 bop.
Beep boop bop beep boop bop. All right, so
Mm,
hopefully her Discord audio is not substantially off of mine. Late is late.
and
Late is late. I
damn,
mean,
gotta be on time.
I guess so. I don't have that little countdown thingy that other people do on theirs. Like, you know how like YouTube has that auto default thing where it'll do that
Mm,
weird like techno intro thing and then you go
yeah.
live? I don't do that for
Yeah.
mine. Well, actually sometimes cuz I it's the techno intro thing. Is that only for pre-recorded stuff? Cuz
So, like, what kind of intro? Like,
it's like a
when people have
countdown
like,
and it looks like it has a freaking like the weird like it's got like the epic freaking music and it's like
oh,
the gears
like, like,
shifting and
like people's like starting soon, kind of.
yeah, they're starting soon.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
it's like
Those
a
can be
countdown
on like
starting
the,
soon.
yeah, yeah. Those can be on like a regular streams,
Oh,
just
okay.
fine.
She's not delayed like last time. Okay, that's good. That's very good. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Hello everybody. We Hatoful. That's just for pre-record. That's
Mhm.
just for pre-recorded. I
No,
guess.
no, that could be on anything.
Huh.
Golden Gear, are you trying to confuse him? It could be on anything.
Well, he may be
You
right though
trolling?
because I thought it might only be able to because I've only ever seen it for videos that were pre-recorded and then like set to live at a certain time because that's you can do that on YouTube. You can
Hmm.
set to live stream your video for some reason. I maybe I'm wrong, but that doesn't seem. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I get you.
Yeah, the YouTube like the ones where yeah no it's the it might just be on YouTube because I know on Twitch they have like starting soon streams that people do, but the one I'm thinking of
Yeah.
in particular I think is only for ones that like I think you have to pre-record the video in order to do that. But anyway, that's a tangent. Anyway, we're gonna play Hatoful Boyfriend. I don't even know what's gonna go on. I don't know what's gonna happen. None of us
Uh,
know what's gonna happen. So my understanding, right? Hatoful Boyfriend,
yeah,
very based series. A lot of people
yeah.
enjoy it. Um, I totally have complete confidence that everyone is going to like. They're starting soon, and YouTube's pre-recorded. Okay, I take your word because I haven't really looked because I don't air my videos live. I just set them to go up. You know, like I don't know what the benefit is to have them airing live. Like because if it's trying to like simulate a television show or something like that, I don't know. Because then
Hmm.
you have to like backtrack in order to get to them or whatever. I don't know. Like, cause if you start it live and then someone gets up there a minute late, like, is it important that your pre-recorded video goes live? I'm not sure. I feel like the live stream, like the reason I do that is so I can interact with chat, and so that people know I'm caught in 4K when I do something dumb.
Mm.
I guess I don't know. Definitely be sure to like, comment, and catch me in 4K. Catch me in
Hell
4K. I don't know why
yeah.
my throat's all sticky from my. I just ate fruit snacks like a weirdo.
It's fine. It's fine.
Fruit snacks. I like I'm not as big of a fan. I understand why these were cheaper now. Welch's fruit
Yeah.
snacks. Oh, these were the Valentine's Day box. They have to and from. I That's interesting. There's no to in love. Damn. What is this? Trying to make people think that you just give out these whole things to your whole class. I don't know.
Mm.
I never did that, by the way. I don't think I don't remember ever doing something like I'm gonna give out Valentine's Day gifts to the entire class. And there was one time in school where someone was like Ayo because they put to and from on everyone's except for one kid. They put love to one particular kid, and so it's like, yo, you
Uh,
got someone who's got a crush on you.
oh
And
my.
I remember that being like middle school drama. It was funny. It was a lot funnier. High school drama
Mhm.
got very depressing. Let's see. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to do Hatoful Boyfriend, Holiday Star, but we have all of these different options actually. If we want, we can
Mhm.
do a new thing, or hold on. We have
Well,
the
didn't.
radio. And
Oh, what's on the radio?
I don't know what's on the because these are stories apparently.
Oh.
And so I'm wondering if we gotta. I feel like the sequential thing to do is just do all of the main stories and then the little tiny short ones.
Yeah, yeah.
So we could do main.
Yeah, let's do
We
the main
we already
stories.
did we already did Angel,
Mm-hmm.
and then
As
this
you can
one.
see,
Yeah,
his bleeding heart.
Bleeding Heart Luzon.
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe one of these two is a short thing, but there's a lot of the short episodes apparently that are after the long ones. I'm guessing,
Mhm.
my guess is that we're gonna get through like 65% of the episode again before we end,
Yeah,
because I'm not doing a 4 hour stream.
yeah.
Not because I wouldn't want to, but because I have other things I'll eventually have to do. But
Understandable,
we
understandable.
we gonna we gonna play game. We gotta go
Yeah.
poo. Well, I
Hell
don't
yeah,
know.
hell yeah.
I'm gonna start
Gonna go cuckoo for Oko Puffs.
exactly.
Ruler of the stars, the Dreamin' King.
The Dreaming King, the dazzling night
The
on Dreaming Star, the day the night slept. This seems super
yeah.
wintry.
The path to his kingdom quietly awakens in the sleeping night sky. We must not miss the train.
Fruit snacks a step up from gummy candy because they had real fruit juice. That is true. That is true. They are a step up from Well, okay. What do you mean by step up? Because I feel like gummy candy just tastes better, but fruit snacks are like candy with actual fruit juice. I don't know. Maybe I'm
I have
wrong.
gummy bears.
You have gummy bears.
Yeah.
Are they? What flavor are they?
All the colors.
All the colors.
Yeah.
Do they have chartreuse?
Do I have what?
Chartreuse.
I don't know.
What
They're
about?
like the cheap, great value ones.
Oh,
If that tells
okay.
you anything.
Yeah, no. I think I ate those recently. I was gonna be like, oh, do they have vermilion? Do they have aquamarine?
Oh, oh.
Yeah, they have all the colors.
Yeah, they have all the colors. Don't question me on that. They have all the colors.
Dude, Celadon. I don't even know what that looks like. I remember because like the first Pokemon game, everything is named after a color.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
not common colors. Like one of them is pewter. One of them is
Yeah,
Viridian. One of them is
yeah.
Celadon, and I was like, I don't know what the hell a Celadon is. I've never heard of that. Lavender is the only one that like everyone knows.
Yeah.
Chartreuse, a color I had not seen. Yeah, I just know about Chartreuse. That one I don't know about most of the colors. It's just like I played Pokemon the blue and the red, and that's why I know these weird color names like fuchsia.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. What about
Yeah.
what about what's the other one I'm thinking? Saffron. That is a spice. That is apparently also a color. I know about
Yep,
saffron the spice.
I ate that spicy ass gummy bear.
Spicy ass gummy bear.
Yeah, I mean that spicy ass gummy bear.
Interesting. All right. So gummy bear great value. I've had those before. They taste pretty good
Mm,
actually for I mean, like I've had Haribo gummy bears. I
Mm,
mean, I've seen the reviews for the ones that are sugar free. Those
yeah.
are those are notorious. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if they're accurate.
I don't know.
I feel like they're joke written. Maybe they were real, but I don't know. Like it, my idea is like if Haribo sugar free gummy bears or whatever were that bad, then they'd stop selling them. But they do not. Um, at least that I know of. I don't believe they do. Anyway, we're gonna play. We must not miss the train. We're gonna play this game. I'll just say that Haribo gummy bears, like normal gummy bears versus Great Value, I feel like it's just they're about the same
Mm,
caliber.
yeah, yeah.
Like there are certain things you want to buy name brand, but I'm not. Unless it's like probably just like a sugar and no corn syrup type thing, where the sweetness is different. I don't think I'd probably
Mm.
recommend one flavor or one brand over another. I mean, there's different flavored gummy bears, but you know,
I
what's your favorite flavor of M&M?
love the peanut M&Ms.
Ah, I see. You didn't get stumbled up. You weren't gonna say yellow or red.
Oh, well, the red one is my favorite color, so that one was obviously the one that tastes the bestest.
Exactly. They don't all taste the same. There's a slight there
Yeah.
must be a slight difference in that coating.
Yes, yes.
Anyway, I don't know. I just Great Value is good. I wish they made Great Value M&Ms.
Mm.
I think I think they make Great Value chocolate in general, but like just plain chocolate. I'm not sure.
We cross the glowing river. We follow the obsidian map into the world of shadows.
Yo, obsidian's also a color. I think, right?
Mm. Yeah, yeah. I think so. Please enter your name.
Do you want to do Hyoko again?
Um, last time we went with Edo Blau.
Oh yeah, that's
Who's
right.
Do we know whose story this is?
I have no clue.
Okay, okay. Cause last one it was so obvious, it was easy to guess. I'm like, wouldn't it be funny if we called her Edo Blau?
Yeah,
Um, and then we could never tell whenever it was referencing Edo Blau or the pro tag. Um,
exactly.
let's call her Snorlax. I don't know, no. Um,
Snorlax?
yeah, yeah. And then her last name can be Piss Bucket.
Why piss bucket?
I don't know. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
I don't know if we got enough. No, well I could take the space
No.
out.
Yeah.
Are you
There,
doing piss
just enough
bucket?
for space. Yes, just enough space for Piss Bucket. Hell yeah.
There's no space for a piss bucket in this world. I mean, I gotta fix my model because I just typed things in,
Oh
but
yeah, yeah. You got all hotkeyed up.
all hotkeyed up. I still have yet like there are things so many things I've fixed in doing all these streams. I still have yet to actually go ahead and redistribute all the hotkeys because anytime I have to like if Steam screws up on me, I have to delete Steam and then
Uh huh.
re-download all of like the files for VTube Studio because I have
Yeah.
the files. I just have to re-download them into that folder and
Yeah.
or basically just move them to the folder or whatever. But then when I do that, that's all the defaults. So I'd have to re-hotkey,
Yeah.
and so I
Well,
did do it last time, and I was like, it's probably been since Steam crashed on me last time and broke. It was probably like 2-3 months ago, and I just haven't changed all the
mhm.
hotkeys. So say it, and it's
Yeah.
not even hard. You can do it in VTube Studio.
Yeah, yeah. I was about to say too, like, you could just have, because with my VTube models, I usually just like press a button that like turns off all the expressions at once whenever I get hotkeyed up like that.
Oh, there's a default button.
Yeah, yeah.
I gotta see. I gotta go. I gotta go through and I gotta do all the different things like I'll plus minus and whatnot, just so that
Mm,
way when I'm normally playing games like WASD, like I was thinking because I'm gonna be playing Pal World soon. on stream, and I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I'm not sure. I actually have to go and change the keys, otherwise there's gonna be like Avatar going nuts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Or I could connect a gaming controller, but I'm not. All of my gaming controllers are Nintendo. I don't even know how I do all that.
Mm.
I do
Yeah,
have. I
yeah,
think
yeah.
I have one that's not though. Anyway, piss bucket. We're going with that. Oh no!
You're Nagaki, right?
Indeed, I am not here.
It's almost the end of the year. And Nagaki just came out to me.
What?
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, I'm stupid.
What?
Freaking, forgot to advertise my stream. Oh well.
Yeah, I went ahead. I told Twitter. I told my Discord server. I was like, way ahead of
Man,
you.
you're so nice. I even forgot, like, because I was just like, oh, I guess I'm ready. I got her PNG. By the way, Charlie is tiny little PNG because
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
moment she is setting up her new computer.
Yeah, yeah. I still don't have everything transferred to my new computer and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm still getting everything set up, so I could not be my VTuber self today.
Are you gonna be able to play Apex Legends?
Maybe. I'll have to test it first, but I would have a lot better luck on this one than my old one.
Do you know the spec qualifications for? Because on Steam they usually have their thing, and I'm pretty certain I can make Pal World work. I just have to do surgery to put my actual graphics card in, and not the
Oh,
absolute donut of a graphics card that I had back when they were cheap,
uh,
or back when they were not cheap, I should say. Because I bought like a $70 one back when they were like, for a good one, was like $500 to $1,000.
yeah,
Oh, Nagaki's gay.
yeah, congratulations. What do you...
I believe I am what you would refer to as a ghost bound to the place of my death, or something like that.
I only ever see him in the library, but I just thought he was a shut-in. I never did.
Wait, so does that mean canonically we've chosen him as our?
Cause I do know in the main game, whenever you, romance him, he does, that is when he, like, tells you that he's a ghost. I don't know if this is at that point, or if we're, like, starting at that point, or if this is just, like, an alternate timeline kind of thing,
Maybe.
where... Because so far in the game, in this one at least, there isn't really any romance as much as it's just telling stories.
Oh, and also I can't do Banana Hammock because I think that's too many characters.
But I appreciate the reference.
Yo, the reference.
Yes.
The
The
reference to
reference.
Friends.
Yeah, yeah.
What
Phoebe was best character.
Phoebe was best character.
Yeah, I stand
Ooh.
firm on that.
Dude, wow. Phoebe is the best. I would have pegged you for a Joey character. A Joey is
So,
the best
funny...
character.
okay, Phoebe and Joey are my top 2 favorite characters in Friends.
Yeah.
So you're not wrong.
I figured you would have at least done Phoebe is best girl or something.
Oh yeah, yeah, Phoebe best girl. Yeah, I guess that's the best way to categorize it. Phoebe best girl, Joey best boy.
Because I felt like you've been like a absolute melt in your mouth. I mean, melt in your mouth. That was the wrong one. Melt in his
Joey's
hands
doing what
kind
now?
of thing.
Yeah, I do appreciate, because Joey is dumb, and I really do appreciate his silly antics. I appreciate him and Phoebe. Like, I feel like out of, like, the group, they have, like, the best friendship.
I feel like part of the fact is because they're both kind of like weird.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's strange because most of the characters in Friends are actually fairly normal ass people. Like
Yeah.
Chandler is not all that weird or strange. He's just like uses humor as a coping mechanism type.
Coping mechanism, yeah, yeah.
and then
Monica has like OCD.
she has like OCPD.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it won't give her an aneurysm to have a sink with
uh,
dirty dishes in it, but it's the kind of thing she just wants to fix.
Yeah, yeah.
And
And Rachel, she was like a rich girl who's like trying to learn how to work for the first time or something, right?
yes, she was learning how to be a barista or something.
Yeah.
Or well,
And
is it a
Ross is like,
barista? Or is it a
that's a
waitress?
coffee. The oh, she worked at the coffee shop at first.
Well, yeah,
I believe
she worked at freaking what's it called? I was gonna call
Central
it,
Perk.
yeah, Central Perk, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't know because I guess Central Perk is just a coffee shop with other things
Mhm.
sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. And then Ross, his thing is just like he likes to marry people for sport. That's like his side hobby.
That's a side hobby.
Yeah,
I felt like Ross was maybe the weirdest one out of them all.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Well,
And that's saying something.
I should not say that because of Phoebe, but
Yeah, I mean Phoebe did get pregnant with her brother's baby, which sounds weird out of context.
uh
But
I
yeah,
she oh yeah, I forgot that she was the surrogate.
yeah, she was a surrogate.
I was trying to remember, was like
You're like, when the what episode of Friends was she watching?
oh. I remember now because they had each
Yeah,
person effectively had like because Joey was never part of like a long time couple, but
yeah,
each
yeah,
person or couple effectively had like um
yeah,
what was it Ross's thing was he was like divorced, so it's
yeah. Yes,
divorced
yes.
couple with baby, and then Phoebe was like was surrogate for other couple, and then Monica and Chandler couldn't have babies, so they got adoption.
Yeah, yeah. I personally do think, because, all the characters ended up getting paired off.
Yep.
And, in the end, Phoebe gets married. But I personally always liked her, like, I guess it's just, like, because her and Joey had such a strong friendship
Oh
that
yeah.
there's always a part of me that was like, why is she not with Joey? They belong together!
You ate my sandwich.
My God.
That's what chat said.
You.
But um,
How dare.
so wasn't Phoebe married to Ant-Man?
Ant-Man.
Yeah, or maybe that was a different character who was dating Paul Rudd.
I know, okay, so Phoebe, I think, wasn't she originally married to, like, a guy for his green card that was, like, gay or something?
That might be an episode I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember. I don't
Phoebe...
remember that storyline. I just remember someone was dating Paul Rudd.
Okay, wait. I suck at remember celebrity names.
So Paul Rudd is
Yeah,
Ant-Man.
in the end, she marries Paul Rudd. Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. In the end, I was thinking about a guy in, like, the beginning of the series.
Oh.
I mean,
I don't remember that part. Maybe it's because it's been so long. I watched Friends like 7 years ago.
So, I made the mistake of telling my mom I don't think Friends is that funny. So she sat me down and forced me to watch all 10 seasons till I found it funny. And so
Wait, what? She made you watch 10 seasons to find a show funny.
Yes, yes. Which I did, like, end up, like, getting the appeal very fast. But, like, yeah, before that, I had only come across episodes, like, here and there, not, like, order or anything. And, I was like, yeah, I don't see what's so funny about it. And so my mom will, like, force me to watch all of it. And then my sister got into Friends, and her thing is, like, she will watch something on repeat, like, until she's sick of it. So I have to watch all 10 seasons on repeat when my sister got into it. So I know Friends, okay?
You know, okay, so no, I'm a normie apparently because I've seen most episodes of
uh,
Friends once. I remember
I
certain
have seen
parts
it
of it.
all.
I remember certain parts of it more than others, but like I remember like the so Ross, anything to do with Ross is like it's only funny in context.
Hmm.
Because Friends has arcs and everything like that, so certain things are primarily only funny in context, so I can see why like
Yeah.
I feel like Chandler is usually relatively funny because the you know the could I be any more blank um
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the we've got Chandler Joey is a very endearing
Yeah.
character. It's hard to say like whether or not that would be funny in context or not. I guess
Mm-hmm.
because like there are a lot of characters that are like you get what kind of character Joey is because you've seen like London Tipton. You know like the non-blonde dumb blonde moment kind of character.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then you have Monica, who is by far the least funny character usually. Um, well, no,
Mm-hmm.
I think Rachel's probably less funny, but I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I think Rachel's issue is like she's the least relatable.
Yeah, I mean, rich kid gone average Joe is
Mm.
already not very relatable, but then Rachel's kind of just like she doesn't have a lot of the same problems the other characters do. Like her
Yeah,
problems
yeah.
aren't normal people problems. They're like, oh, I like, do you, are. I feel like for people who are not in a situation like Rachel, you wouldn't really get her very well, and I feel like she was a
Yeah,
decent character in some sense, but maybe one of
yeah,
the
yeah.
weaker
She
ones.
has very great like character development, character growth, like going from this spoiled rich girl who can't do anything to like this like capable woman. She does like have a lot of growth and development. It's just not relatable growth and development, I guess.
Oh man, I do remember the when she decided banana hammock, and then Paul Rudd is
Mm.
like, all right, I'm changing my name to crap bag.
Yeah,
Like Phoebe had weird thoughts sometimes.
yeah.
I remember the problem that I had I think with Rachel's character is she and
Mm.
Ross seemed like they were always sort of a couple even when they weren't. And
Yeah,
both of
yeah.
them never really quite understood the fact that their whole break thing was a mistake.
Yeah, yeah.
Although she never, I don't think she ever let the whole Ross thing go. That's why we were on a break was a thing for a long
Oh yeah,
time.
yeah. And I mean, they were on a break though.
But that's what's like they made it like a joke, but it was sort of just like they were on a break.
Yeah, yeah, they
They
really
even
were.
I think they said that they agreed to that, and then she gets mad at him, but they were on a break. What
Yeah,
was
they
he
really were
supposed
on
to
a break.
do?
Like she was the one who said like we need a break. Like it was her idea.
Yeah.
Like yeah, they made up the very next day, but it's like yeah, that the within the time that he slept with somebody else, you guys were on a break.
It's funny because like I think what it really says is like, all right, so you're having a tough time in the relationship. Maybe taking a break isn't the correct idea. Maybe space. A break
Yeah,
is
yeah.
not the same thing, and that's like I
Yeah.
recognize very quickly the problem that most people would have is like, yo, you say you're on a break, you're not over this person, so if they start dating other people, that's kind of a problem for you.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's why like that we were on a break. It's like, well, you take your lumps for that one, but
Yeah,
she threw it in his face all the time, and I didn't really understand
yeah.
that. Um,
Yeah.
she was like I feel like Rachel's how you just kind of write a generic female character in some sense though.
Yeah.
Like
Because, like, Ross himself definitely had some talk. Like, they are not meant for each other. They are both toxic together.
yeah.
But, because, like, he was, like, very, like, jealous that she had, like, a male coworker. And it was like, dude, she can't help that some of her coworkers are male. That's just how things are.
They had the
But
rockiest relationship by far.
yeah, yeah. And then like the way like you've seen the ending to Friends, have you?
Yeah, they give up. Isn't it
Uh,
that
she was
I'm?
gonna go to France for work, but he stops her, and
Yeah,
they raise their baby together. But it's like it's good that we end there at the happy ending of like, oh, we're gonna be together forever. Because if the show continued, they would have been broken up the very next week, and she'd have realized she gave up her dreams for a relationship that's only going to last maybe next week.
yeah, yeah. Like I think that they ended Friends very well.
Yeah.
Contrast that to ending the other '90s like megastar sitcom that was ended maybe in one of the worst I've ever heard of ways.
Uh,
Wasn't the ending to Seinfeld? They all were in like a trial.
was it?
Yeah,
I've only seen like one episode of Seinfeld ever.
I'm not gonna lie. I make a lot of people upset by saying this. Seinfeld legitimately isn't that good because its characters aren't that good.
Yeah, anytime I've like tried to watch it, I've never understood the appeal. Like I want to like it because everybody's like, "Oh, Seinfeld's so good," but then whenever I try to watch it, it's like, and then I'm like, maybe I'm just not in on the joke. Maybe I should have been there for this. Like, and it's like I'm watching the show.
No,
I am here for this.
no. George Costanza is like one of the worst human beings ever, but he's supposed to be like one of the likable main characters.
Mhm.
And Elaine is not a very good person. She's a very selfish person. And Jerry
Mhm.
Seinfeld is a very selfish person in the show. I mean, I don't know Jerry in real
Yeah.
life, but because he's the character named after the
Yeah, yeah,
person.
yeah. It's that
But
kind of show, yeah.
freaking Hannah Montana
Mhm.
before Hannah Montana, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
Um,
like Always Sunny, all the main characters are bad people, but it's still funny.
that's true. It's like it's weird because it's sort of one of those comedy shows about characters and you're not supposed to like them. In Seinfeld, it felt like you were supposed to kind of like them.
Oh,
And
like it
I
was
didn't
unintentional that they were bad people?
That's what I
Okay.
thought. Like, I mean, maybe that's not true. Maybe I'm wrong, but it felt like they were
Yeah.
supposed to be likable or relatable, but they were
Oh.
all crappy people. Jerry was maybe the least crappy, and like I don't know. You know who Kramer is, right? Because I feel like he's
Yeah,
the
yeah. Out of all the characters, I thought that his character was the most likable.
yeah.
Granted, I've only seen like a couple episodes, but really all I know about him is that his actor is like a racist.
All I
That's
know
really
that
all I
is
can
his
tell you.
actor is a ginormous asshole, but
Yeah,
Kramer is about the only likable character in the show.
yeah,
He just has very strong boundary issues because
yeah,
he'll just bust
yeah,
into Jerry's apartment literally whenever,
yeah, yeah.
and they end up just kind of getting used to it. But I've not seen the entirety of Seinfeld. I just know I was told the ending. I
Yeah.
was like, I mean, it's kind of a week to week show. You don't really have to watch episodes to get other ones.
It was a
So
trial?
it was like a trial. Like they were all on trial for something. Like it doesn't sound like a funny. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
the show about nothing. That like there was a trial, and because I think they were witness to a crime that they didn't like try to like save the person,
Oh,
and
the final,
I was just
the
like
final. What
what?
the fuck? Oh yeah, I'm just looked it up. I was like, the final scene sees the friends locked up in prison. Elaine, Jerry, and George bicker, and Kramer tries to look on the bright side of not having to worry about meals or making plans on Saturday night. What a weird. Well, now I want to watch Seinfeld. Like, holy shit, why does it end like?
It ends like that, very strangely.
Yeah, they get sentenced to prison.
Yes. Because I think they were found. My understanding is that they kind of did the whole. They didn't cause a crime, but they did nothing to help the person being victimized by said crime in real time, and so they were found like a guilty party or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I've not seen the episode. I just heard about it, and I was like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
stupid. I mean, so Seinfeld is like. I'm not gonna say it's bad. I'm gonna say it's like upper mid as far as
yeah,
sitcoms go.
yeah. Maybe a little overrated.
I think it's tremendously overrated, but that might just be me. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah,
people who say the same thing in reverse about Seinfeld being really, really good and Friends being really, really overrated. But I don't understand that
yeah,
one. I think that
Mm,
Friends, like, I'm trying to think of sitcoms that would be better than Friends, because there weren't a lot of like sitcoms that I remember that were amazing.
mm,
I think I liked. I remember a lot from when I was a kid, like 90s sitcoms. Like I'd watch reruns of
yeah.
Family Matters, and apparently that's not politically
Oh
correct of me to like
yeah.
a show, but
Family
crack.
Matters was good. Um, I remember when I was a little girl, I watched Full House like all the time. I loved that show. I also really, really liked George Lopez
I'm
back
not a
in
huge.
the
I guess maybe I haven't seen the right stuff of his, but I
day.
watched because like hasn't George Lopez had like 10 sitcoms or something?
I only know about the one. I only
Oh,
know about the one.
I feel like I've seen multiple different George Lopez sitcom episodes. Maybe I'm wrong, but anyway, George Lopez. I feel like he the at least what I've seen, because I haven't seen a ton. He seems like sort of
Mhm.
a comedic role actor and not like a stand up guy.
Mm,
But I don't know. Like it's just the vibe I normally get, because I don't have a lot of experience to go on to really pass judgment. I know Jim
yeah.
Gaffigan is overrated, but that's just because every stand up of his is him talking about how much of like a marshmallow he is.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, and it's kind of like one of those things. Like a lot of people are like, just in general, don't like stand-up comedy. But I think it just boils down to like a lot of the stand-up comedians that are like known just suck.
I guess maybe that is part of it. I've seen a lot because I like stand up kind of,
Yeah,
but
I
boring stand up is kind of hard to deal with.
uh,
Because if I don't
I
find it
don't.
funny, I'm just like, meh.
I feel like a lot of like, cause I do like stand-up. It just it depends on the person. I feel like if your sense of humor is like saying something in a funny voice for an hour, it gets like yeah, I would. That's unbearable.
I like I liked Jeff Dunham when I was younger, which I feel
Yeah,
like as a
yeah.
kid I kind of understood why my parents didn't really want me to watch Jeff Dunham as a younger kid, because even though I got most of the jokes, it was still kind of like probably age inappropriate. But Jeff Dunham was really funny. I
Uh,
liked that. I liked. I actually liked a guy called Dimitri Martin, because he had like the sort of the weird like intellectual humor jokes of like how something doesn't seem to fit right, or something like that. I don't know. But that was maybe my weird sense of humor back when I was younger, because I've gone back and watched a few comedians that I've seen, and I didn't really remember why I found them funny.
yeah, yeah.
But
It's definitely one of those things, cause like back in the day, I thought Dan Cook was hilarious, and then now
who's
it's
Dane Cook?
he was my god, my mom still adores him, but like he was a guy with he was a comedian. um, you definitely probably have heard like his jokes before. Um,
Probably.
cause he has like a lot of jokes that are like famous, but
I.
mm,
It does sound familiar.
yeah, yeah, Dan Cook.
Like I've
But
heard his name. I just don't know
yeah,
anything about his jokes or whatnot.
but he's like famous for like not like a lot of people have looked back on his jokes and been like, damn, this wasn't funny. It's like one of those things like whenever you like something as a kid and then you go back and look at it and you're like, why did I like this?
The comedians that I've been able to watch, go back and really watch like that multiple things, because I really liked Tom Wilson, who used to
Mm,
be an actor for Back to the Future, and I've seen one special of his, so I don't think I'll count comedians like that. I'll go ahead and say like probably the better ones: Jeff Dunham. Um,
yeah.
I'll go with Gabriel Iglesias. he gets a little bit like Gabriel Iglesias sort of relies on things too much sometimes.
Hmm.
So some of his stand up has been a little bit like, I don't want to say sort of a rehash, but it feels like most of his stand up things are just hell bent on the fat jokes. But
Yeah, yeah.
otherwise, Gabriel Iglesias is still funny. He tells stories very well. Um, I would say that probably Bill Engvall is pretty decent, but his are very hit and miss.
Hmm.
Jeff Foxworthy is not that funny.
Yeah,
Larry
yeah.
the Cable Guy is not that funny. I remember a lot of comedians from when I was younger, and they're just not that funny.
Hmm.
So I kind of get like, because not that funny, but still famous and still like well known, is
Yeah,
strange.
yeah.
Jerry Seinfeld's stand up is actually really good, although I've said is a little bit too textbook. Like the what's
Yeah,
up with
yeah.
that jokes are common enough, but like even in some of his other stuff, his maybe it's because he wrote the textbook because he's old, but
Yeah, yeah.
like,
Mm,
maybe that's just me.
yeah.
I actually, unfortunately, I'm not going to feel ashamed to admit I did find Bill Cosby pretty funny.
I mean, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, it's not like you knew what Bill Cosby did.
No, because I don't think
Yeah,
I would have
it's
watched his stuff.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think
It's
I've
it's
watched.
fine.
I haven't watched any of his stuff in a long time. I liked
Yeah.
There's other people I've liked though throughout the years that aren't technically comedians but spoke. Like so, there's
Yeah.
this lady called Jeannie Robertson, and
Yeah.
she was very funny. She wasn't technically a comedian, but she was a speaker. Like she wasn't supposed to be a motivational speaker per se, but she was hired to be a speaker
Uh,
and not like a comic. So it's kind of hard to really throw a category to something so
mm,
general, but she told a lot of her stories and she was good at that.
yeah, yeah,
Her
yeah.
husband left brain and things about like bungee jumping and steam cleaning an entire house and things like that that are just really funny. Um
Mm,
I think I don't know. I'm trying to think of who I think my favorite comedian is, but I don't know that I have one. It might just be based on the mood.
mine,
I
I guess, like for me, I really like John Mulaney. I find like a lot of his humor to be very relatable. Cause that's one thing like a lot of people go into like whenever there's the debate of like are women funny and then they list like Amy Schumer and it's like no there's funny women it's just Amy Schumer's not funny.
I know that's
Um
like I think the problem is that too many people have tried to emulate bad female comics.
yeah, yeah.
Because Schumer's been around for too
Um
long.
yeah, yeah. It's one of those things where it's like you have to relate to like the humor, I guess. For a lot of people that's what it is. And
But
so a
wait,
lot of like
Charlie, you're telling me that as a woman you can't relate to vagina joke?
I mean, there's times where it's like, yeah, I know what you're talking about, I guess, but like it's just like Would you would you be able to like find something funny if like let's say a comedian was like just talking about his dick on stage for the entire hour? Would that be hilarious to you?
No.
Yeah, yeah.
There'd
So
have to be like a really good story.
yeah, yeah.
And there it would have to be about more than like
Mm,
maybe the dick is the punchline, but
yeah, yeah. And here's the thing, I think like a vagina joke can be funny, sure, but if that is your entire routine, then it's gonna get old. Like it's like Amy Schumer has ruined vagina jokes, like as a whole. Cause now whenever like people hear of vagina jokes, they just go like, oh. Cause like
yeah,
Amy Schumer has like taken them all up, and then like now they're just not funny. Um,
that
but
is
like,
true. Oh, so in the Louis Anderson underrated. He's
mm,
he's like one of those. He's like a sort of a for his time comic, but his jokes were very
yeah,
funny.
mm,
Robin Williams did do stand up. His was very good. I feel like
yeah,
it's funny too because like Robin Williams was better at stand up than almost all the stand up people, but he spent most of his time as an actor. But he was a really good actor too. So just
yeah, yeah. But a lot of John Mulaney stuff is stuff that I can find relatable because a lot of his comedy routine is about like anxiety and stuff like
oh
that.
yeah.
I'm like,
I
I
am
get it. I get
sorry.
it.
No, his jokes are very good. John Mulaney, I'd
Yeah,
put in like
yeah.
A tier.
Yeah, same actually.
Solid A tier. I mean, well, he's your favorite
Mm.
comic, right?
Well, yeah, he's my favorite, so I'd put him in like S tier, but you know what I mean?
I was
Same
gonna
potato.
say like, what's your S tier,
My S tier, there is no S tier.
dude? The only time that there is no S tier is like you just don't feel like any of them deserve it. Like, I'm trying to think of something that has no S tier. Characters in Seinfeld. There you go.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Jerry's
true.
a solid B, and Kramer's an A. That's it.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. Louis Anderson was very, very good. Would recommend. Howie Mandel. Oh yeah, Howie Mandel did do stand up, didn't he? I never think about Howie Mandel doing stand because Howie Mandel. Okay, so a lot of people think of Howie Mandel. What is the first thing that comes to mind? Because you know who Howie Mandel is, right?
Yeah, I just Googled him. I was like, okay, I've seen this guy before.
What is the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Howie Mandel?
When I see him, the first thing that comes to my mind is like, seen him in something. Where have I seen this
you
guy?
don't know where you've seen him?
Yeah.
All right. So
Let's
here's
see.
what
I
most
can
people
see
now
his-
would probably say is America's Got Talent. He's been a
Yeah,
judge on
yeah.
there for a long time. When I was a kid, he was the host of the game show Deal or No Deal,
Okay,
which
yeah.
I was one of my preferred game shows.
Mm.
It's funny. You know who else? There's a much more famous person who is one of the girls with the fucking briefcases on Deal or No Deal, because the current I guess she's not the Duchess of Sussex anymore, but Meghan Markle used to be a Deal or No Deal girl.
Yeah.
But there's some stuff with that. I like the Deal or No Deal. But the thing I think of first when I think of Howie Mandel is a 90s animated show called Bobby's World with a kid named Bobby, and like yeah, it's where I learned Bobby's World. Yeah, Bobby's World. It is a weird show though. I feel like I should get people. There's got to be reaction content out there that hasn't been mined up. I got to get VTubers to react to Bobby's World.
Okay.
Because I feel like no one I know has ever seen it. Anytime I ask someone about it, that's like something no one's ever seen.
Yeah, because I had to Google who Howie Mandel is, and under his TV stuff, like I see Bobby's World, but I don't think I've ever watched that before.
I'm just surprised you didn't know who he was, like, on, because I shouldn't say everyone who's into like the talent shows, maybe, but I felt like America's Got Talent was at some point a better show, but
I just know that when you said Howie Mandel, my brain for some reason went to Nelson Mandela, and I was like, he did stand-up?
Dude, Nelson Mandela, that's the Mandela effect. We actually don't remember that he did not do stand-up. He did stand up while he died in prison. That's
Oh, so sad.
no, so sad.
Mm.
Wasn't the Mandela effect is that everyone thought he died in prison.
Yes, people thought he died in prison. Like, whenever he got let out of prison, there were so many people that's like, he was in prison? I thought he died years ago. And that's where the Mandela effect started. That's why it's called the Mandela effect, because of Nelson Mandela.
Because Nelson Mandela, he was let out of prison, but he became either, I can't remember if this president or prime minister, he was the leader of South Africa.
Yeah, he became the president, yeah.
But either way, that's funny, because like, Howie Mandel, because Mandela, I guess, I don't know. It's just because Howie Mandel is not really thought of as a comedian. But he is a comedian. Well, I guess maybe I shouldn't say that, because he's a judge on America's Got Talent. And he looks at things from a comic aspect, so I don't know.
Yeah. Cause like, yeah, I've seen him on TV, but I don't think I guess I've never seen his stuff. I don't know. I don't think of him as a comedian, but that's just because I didn't see his stuff.
You saw Howie Mandel live and he made fun of you? Jeez.
Congratulations.
No. Like, I mean, I'm guessing that's like a good thing, right? Well, okay. I shouldn't assume anything, but I feel like the
Mhm.
audience, if you're going to a comic and you're paying that money, I feel like you like them enough that you would want to be made fun of by them. I don't know. Maybe that's the wrong take.
Wait, what? Holy shit.
Unless he meant
What?
Nelson Mandela. That would be weird. What?
Howie Mandel played Gizmo from the Gremlins?
In the original Gremlins or the animated?
I gotta get more information. It looks like the like
I'd believe it
80s
because
movie.
his so the Gremlins his voice is very similar to Bobby in Bobby's World, so I'd believe it.
Really? Yeah, yeah. Because, like, you know
This
how when you
doesn't.
Google somebody, you see, like, movies they were in and then, like,
Yeah.
characters they played. I saw Gizmo under that and I was like, what?
Wait, so because I thought there was like a Gremlins TV show. Maybe it is just I don't. Maybe I'm wrong. Man, I got Mandela
Mm-hmm.
original. Okay, so Howie Mandel
Yeah.
played Gizmo
It,
from Gremlins. I
yeah,
that makes
yeah.
sense because that's the Gizmo voice is basically the Bobby voice.
Oh my goodness, this stream is just, like, turning me into somebody who doesn't know who Howie Mandel is to, like, his #1 fan.
Dude, I gotta set aside some time and make VTubers
Yeah,
react to Bobby's World because
of course.
nobody I've known has ever seen that.
Yeah,
I
I've never
think
seen
I
that.
think no, I don't think I've ever well I guess maybe it's because I don't bring up the topic to let everyone I meet, but
Yeah.
it's possible that my friend in North Carolina who lives near me, it's possible he would have known what it was because he knows all kinds of like niche
Uh-huh.
stuff. But
Yeah.
nah. Hi Mandel was Gizmo. You could do Gizmo. That oh the Gizmo voice? I can't do that.
Ah.
That's like for the same reason I can't do because it's like a weird throat thing you have to be able to do. I've tried certain different voices that I'm just like I can't even attempt it.
Hmm.
He's so sarcastic. Howie Mandel is like, I guess maybe it's different, but like, I've thought of certain comedians as being like regionally funny. Like Howie Mandel is a Canadian, but he's funny to a lot of people overall. I'm thinking of
Yeah.
like when I think of Louis Anderson, I feel like he has like his kind of brand of comedy is like a
Yeah.
mix of a few things. I feel like northern people would find Louis Anderson funny, but maybe not southern people.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. Who is Louis
I believe he is
Anderson?
dead now. He is more of a classic comedian. I don't know.
Ah, I see. I see. Yeah.
The last
Yeah, it looks
time,
like he passed away a couple years ago.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I remember the last time I watched Louis Anderson was on election night 2020 because I need something to laugh
Oh.
at. I don't know why I remember that, but I think it's because I was showing because I was with a friend. I was see
Yeah.
side tangent, not actually political, but kind of. I was very mad because they called a lot of states immediately as polls closed, and I had a drinking game of taking drinks for different drinks for different kinds of things. I assumed because the voting took forever to count, I dumbly assumed
Mm.
that I'd only need about like 40 drinks because they weren't even gonna
Yeah.
call some of those until like 2 or 3 in the morning. That's normally how it goes
Mm.
if it's close, and they called every single state in like the East Coast in the Central Time Zone was very quick in succession, and literally as poll closings happened, they would call like 90% of the states in that time closing. So I just chugged beer and it was gross because
Nice.
you can't do shots because that would
Yeah.
annihilate you. But I
Yeah.
mean, I guess you could do like a sip of a mixed drink, but that
Yeah.
wouldn't be
Yeah.
that's not fun because it would take forever. But
Mm.
good God, it was bad. I remember that night was bad because I was like, I ran out of beer. I ran out of
Yeah.
beer and I was drunk and I drank all that beer and I was like, God, I don't like beer.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I needed something to laugh at, so I watched Louis Anderson, and he was funny, and I guess
Yeah.
I appreciate I appreciate stand up because it kind of takes me out of if I'm feeling kind of crappy.
Yeah, yeah.
Like some things amplify crappy, some things aren't good in a bad mood, but usually stand up is pretty good.
Mm.
Louis Anderson, 100% recommend. Like I would say, what is another? I'm trying to think of like, cause I thought of like old comedians. So yeah, like Bill Cosby. Oops. Um. I think because newer comics are either usually like flash in the pan. So that's why I was thinking of like, man,
Mm.
Dimitri Martin is not a well known comic. Um.
Yeah.
Who else did I remember watching when I was younger? Ugh. I don't know. A lot of them are well. Actually, what was it? I think it was Mike Birbiglia. He was
Um.
okay. I do remember watching John Mulaney though. Okay. I
Yeah.
remember. Okay, one of the most underrated comics of all time, Brian Regan.
Mm.
He could make. He's like he could make anything funny. Like he
Mm.
had a story about how he brought in a cup of dirt to a science experiment fair
Yeah.
thing. He was like, it's a cup of dirt. And he talked about how he brought in a cup of dirt, and then he would talk about other things, and they weren't like very deep subjects, but he
Uh-huh.
made things very funny very easily. I
Yeah.
think that's one of the things I appreciate about comics is you don't even have to have a funny story. You can just make something kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other ones. Oh, I guess I would go with frickin' what's
Mhm.
his name? He died recently. I can't remember. Why can't I remember his name? He was on SNL as the back in the '90s. He was the frickin' the news fake news show host because SNL has that thing. Who was
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. 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 Um. There's
He got fired and then
Ed.
he went back on SNL because he got fired because supposedly he wasn't funny. And then
Mhm.
he got hired as the host on SNL for a show, and then he made a whole joke roasting SNL on SNL.
Oh, nice.
I thought it was one of the grandest things I'd ever seen. Gosh, what is his name?
Gosh.
He's very controversial because he makes any joke. He doesn't really have a boundary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm, I don't know. I can't remember.
You said they died recently?
Yes, it was like the last 3 years. I remember they died recently, and
Uh,
that's how I even found out about them because someone was talking about it, and I'd recently, because I never heard of them prior to it, and
mm,
then I researched a lot of stuff. He was really like kind of friends with Conan O'Brien. He would go on his show a lot.
okay, so I just looked up deceased SNL cast members.
Ah,
Let's see. So I'm just gonna list names. I'm pretty sure it's not Chris Farley because he died a long time
no,
ago.
I would have remembered Chris Farley.
Uh,
R.I.P. Chris
I,
Farley.
yeah, yeah.
You'll be a
Let's
van down
see.
by the river.
Let's see.
Oh, it's Norm
With
Macdonald. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Norman McDonald. That was
Yeah,
literally the one I clicked on.
Norm Macdonald. That's who it was.
Mm,
He could make he's what I called Norm Macdonald the John Wick of comedians. He can
uh,
literally like John Wick can kill people with a pencil or a book or basically anything. Like that's the John Wick action stuff of like him doing very impressive
yeah,
kills or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah.
Norm Macdonald can make you laugh with just about anything as material.
Mm,
He's what I'd say is like a whole nother level of skill.
yeah,
But
yeah.
he never got like he was criminally underrated when it came to like shows he had and stuff.
Mhm,
He is not
mhm.
well known for his stuff anymore. He's mainly well known for SNL, and then
Yeah, yeah.
I think he had a podcast at one point.
And
But
speaking of dead people, oh my gosh, Nagaki's a ghost.
oh yeah, I was gonna say How long were we on that side tangent? It's 9.
We've been on this topic for a while.
This is Ligma. Oh my god.
I've seen 1,000 wonders in my time, but I'm a little surprised. Of course, he's still Nagaki. It's not like we can't be together anymore. I mean...
Well...
No matter who
define
or
together.
What, yeah. Define together. Like, yeah, you can still be in the library with him, but you can't, like, spend your life with him because he's not alive.
Well, I mean, she could live in the library. It wouldn't be a problem.
You can't live in the library.
Why not?
Just cause, like, what, are you gonna have your wedding in the library? You're gonna, like, start a family in the library?
Well,
you can't do that.
I don't think they can start a family because not only do they not share the same species, but he's not really physically able to touch things.
You know what? I fucking forgot he was even a bird.
That is true. Plays game. Wait, these are birds? Oh yeah, that's right. Dude, every birdie got plumage.
No matter who or what he is, he's still my friend. This won't change anything.
Yeah. I feel like that works. You are very strange, Miss Pissbucket. Shouldn't you pick your friends a little more carefully?
What are you talking about? I can be friends with a ghost if I want. Casper's a friendly ghost.
Indeed. That's
all for today. See you all tomorrow.
Very brief.
Half days always remind you that it's the end of the semester, huh?
What?
Half days always remind you that it's the end of the semester, huh?
I mean, I heard you, but I'm trying to I'm trying to comprehend the you wouldn't just know. Oh yeah, casually. Oh yeah, that's right. It's the end of the semester. It's not like what? Because I really hated school, but I'm pretty sure everyone else at least hated school a little bit.
Oh my god, I hated school a lot of it.
I don't know anyone who likes school. I've met people who like school prior, but like, I think I've met adults, like what I used to consider adults, right? I mean, we're legally adults now, but like, people my parents' age, I've met people like them who like school.
Yeah.
I've never met anyone my age who likes school.
That's something like my mom used to tell me all the time, like, you might hate school now, but one day you're gonna miss it. I have been graduated from high school for years. Don't miss that shit one bit.
That's who. I wouldn't. You couldn't pay me to go to a reunion. I really didn't like school. I like none. I was homeschooled, and I know that sounds strange at first, but
I was homeschooled, and I will not be back for a reunion. I am never seeing my family again.
So I did a co-op as a part of the homeschool thing where you get together with other homeschooled people. I didn't even like that. Because, see, I've done all three. I've done private, public, and homeschool. Although I don't know that I count the private school, because that's like private kindergarten and private preschool, so that might be different. And I only did that because my mom worked there, because I doubt otherwise we would have been able to afford that. But the thing about the schools is, like, I've hated all of them in every single aspect and every rationale. Frickin' always suck. I don't know a single person who, like, I know a lot of people who like aspects of school. I do not know a single person who would say they liked school.
Yeah, like, as somebody who, my current situation is, like, I'm very isolated and have no, like, access to other people, I do miss, like, the basic, like, human, like, not being isolated thing. But, like, even then, it's like, nobody spoke to me, but, like, it's still, you know what I mean, it's less isolating than this. So I guess I could say I miss being around people, but I don't miss the school.
I mean, I'm trying to think of things about school that I even liked. I mean,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess I had friends there, but I have friends elsewhere. I could have friends in other like
Mm.
I've
I don't
always
know.
I've
My school. Yeah.
always enjoyed eating. And even
Yeah.
lunch at school isn't good.
Yeah, yeah.
That's tough for me. I loved college, but I felt like I was being set free from jail when I graduated high school. I mean, that's also probably fair. Although, for me, so I was kind of the kind of person who I was not the popular kid, even
Mm.
to some extent in like homeschooling co-ops where there were maybe like 144 kids across 12 grades. Um,
Yeah.
I say 144 because this is like I don't know 12 dozen 100
Yeah,
in
yeah.
change, but like
Yeah.
our classes were on average like 8 to 10 kids, and I was still not really considered maybe popular. I don't know. I mean,
Mm.
I knew my whole class pretty well, but I just often when things didn't involve me, I usually liked it. I just ignored everything. I really hated the schoolwork aspect of it. That was really
Mm.
what killed it for me. I
Yeah,
hated
yeah,
having to
yeah.
do homework.
Oh, yeah.
And then I talked to people outside of school. It's like, wait, you didn't read a book every single week? Like one novel every single week, and
Mm.
then write a paper on it in the same week?
My school had this dumb thing of like when we were reading a book, my literature teacher wanted us to write like a summary or something that happened on every single page.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, I do not miss school.
My summaries, if that was the case, some of these books I read were like 500 pages.
Yeah.
They would have not liked me. I would have made it very infuriating because
Hmm.
either I would have just rambled on nonsense, so they had to read every single rambling, or I
Uh-huh.
would have just put like 2-3 word answers.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Like, I would
Summarize a
just.
page.
Yeah, it got to the point like you can't enjoy a book because after you're done with a page, you have to write something that happened. So it got to the point I really wouldn't even read the book. Like I would just look, read one sentence of the page, and then like rewrite that sentence. That was basically what I would do. So to this day, I still have no idea what To Kill a Mockingbird is about. I
What?
just vaguely,
Oh man,
I just,
see, that's a
yeah,
good book. They killed To Kill a Mockingbird for you.
yeah, yeah.
I
It's
I
like
I read it.
I wanted to read it, but I couldn't because I was like, I have to like get all these summaries done by the deadline.
All right, so the subplot of To Kill a Mockingbird is probably more famous than the actual real plot of To Kill a Mockingbird.
Mm,
Because
mm.
like when you talk about the book, the main thing is going to be, it's about a girl and a boy. I believe it's about the girl as the main character. Because again,
Oh
I'm,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
thinking the
I remember.
subplot when I think of To Kill a
Yeah.
Mockingbird is, but the whole plot of To Kill a Mockingbird revolved around their dad Atticus, who was a lawyer who was defending a black man in the very racist South.
Mm-mm.
And I thought it was a good story. And
Yeah, yeah.
honestly, I don't know. I don't know. There were a lot of good stories. I think my favorite book that I read was probably The Hobbit, but only in retrospect because I didn't like having read it because I was watching the movies and the third movie wasn't going to come out until afterwards. And then I read the book,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, okay, so yeah, the third movie is basically the last chapter of the book. And that kind of
Mm.
made me mad. I was like, why would they make it a 3-part? The third movie was basically filler, and they
Ah.
had filler in the first and the second movie. And the third movie was just a very stretched out battle scene. Why couldn't they have just made it a
Yeah.
2-parter? It didn't need 3 parts.
Yeah, yeah.
Unless they were gonna be like normal size, like Lord of the Rings size movies are 3.5 hours long. You don't need to make 10 hours about The Hobbit. The Hobbit's such a short book; it's like 200 pages. I don't know, but that was a book I like. I liked Jane Eyre. I think that was one of my favorite books that I read. There was actually a lot of good books that I read. I never had to summarize a page, but I did have this thing where it asked like thought-provoking questions, like 15 of them for each chapter or something. And you're supposed to like write a short answer to each of the questions after every chapter of the book, and then you would continue. I mean, you could do
Mm.
it at the end of the book, but that's a mistake because then you'd forget what happened in the chapter, and they would ask you the
Mm.
question. And you gotta know.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, I get what you mean by like you take something decent and you beat it the fuck to death with stupid repetitive crap.
Yeah, yeah. Because I wouldn't mind doing something like a summary of every chapter, something like that, but
Oh
every
yeah.
single page?
Well, because some pages don't have a lot going on.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I read
Because we're like, we gotta make...
I read the book about Chuck Colson, who was part of the Nixon administration, and his a lot of it was about his time in prison. So like one of the pages was probably just like him describing getting peed on.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like someone peed on Chuck Colson's face. Just like what 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 kind of I don't know. I say what kind of, but then I'm like, oh wait, I remember I had English teachers in college. That's a waste of a class. Freaking college composition 1. You're just gonna hear the freaking political rantings of your English teacher for like an hour and a half, and then go home and write the actual assignment because there's nothing to teach in college composition. The only issue is like if you don't know how to write, you don't know how to write. Like college composition 1, because it's so easy, is like just if you're that bad at writing, take remedial writing, and then move on with your life.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no point. But anyway, half days from now near the end of the semester. Bullshit.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
What half day? Well, we had half days back when I was in public school. We had half days for other things, like I think before like Christmas or a break of some kind or a holiday. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't even remember having a half day for the end of my semester.
We had like half days. It was usually like because of the weather. Because Alabama weather is so fucking unpredictable.
You mean like natural disaster?
Yeah, basically.
Just be sure not to get swept away by the hurricane hitting the Gulf Coast, kids.
Yeah.
Freaking.
Because the way Alabama weather is, it's like 1 minute it's a heat wave, the other there's a blizzard. We were out like almost like almost an entire like a super long time, because like for snow, and like a lot of it was like there was a chance of snow. And we just missed school.
I disagree with the comment because, one, the teacher was my mother for like the general sense, but a lot of the specific teachers, because we had like teachers for the co-op part of it, like half of my teachers were god awful. Half of them were really good. Just kind of like, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
Anyway, half days. But yeah, I've never. I guess it's funny because I lived in Virginia, but usually hurricanes rolled around in August, so I'd be leaving not during the school semester. But I guess I remember in college we like one of our first weeks got like almost completely canceled because of flooding. But I don't know. I remember not having snow because Virginia there's not a lot of snow. At least the part I was in, it was like you get a dusting of snow when it was really cold in the winter, and maybe there was actually no, there was one year with a lot of snow, and it was very unlike other years, and we ended up canceling. Freaking, we actually got our co-op thing canceled 3 weeks in a row because on each day, because there's a once a week thing, on each day, like there's a monsoon of snow happened, and it was like January, February, because. So Virginia Beach, Virginia does not it has very odd like random kind of weather, but it's not super like it's not intensely bad in the sense that it never gets unbelievably cold, but it doesn't really ever like it can bounce. It's bouncy weather. It's one of those, like, I feel like everyone has the story of, like, yeah, back in my hometown, you can have all 4 seasons in one day. And then you ask them what they mean by that, and it's like, no, that's... Try it starting. It's starting at like 70, dropping to 20,
Mm-hmm.
going back up to like 70. Within a 48-hour period, you can experience like hurricane and weird like phenomena. I feel like the Gulf
Mm-hmm.
Coast is like that because you guys probably get snow, even as
Oh
far
yeah, we
south as you
do.
are.
Yeah, we do. I hate the snow. I hate it so fucking much.
Because I feel like the Midwest area of the country is substantially colder than the coast.
Mm.
Because what people tell me that happens in Minnesota, it's like I've been to Massachusetts and I've been to very northern parts of the country, but it never gets negative 40.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't even understand what that would feel like. Does Alabama
Yeah.
get a lot of tornadoes?
Oh, we do actually. It's like very tornado alley-esque kind of
Is
place, like
is that why you had a
tornadoes.
lot of like ran inside for storm?
Yeah. Cause the thing, like my mom, like don't get me wrong, we get tornadoes a lot, but my mom is the kind of person where it's like, oh, it's kind of windy out, so we better prepare for the tornado that's a coming. It's like, okay, can you go? Sometimes it's just the wind,
Do they run out of
but
milk and bread at the store when your mom goes?
oh, oh my god, the milk and bread thing. I do not understand why that's what people stock up on. First of all, it's two of the things that expire the quickest. What? Also, like, what the fuck are you making? A milk sandwich? What the hell?
True, it's
I
not
never
like, dude.
understood that.
You go to the store, it's always eggs, milk, and bread, and milk and bread specifically, and it's
Yeah,
just like
milk and bread.
milk is an
Like,
ingredient. Are you eating like 5 bowls of cereal a day? Because I don't know what the hell like milk. You use
yeah.
milk in baking, or in like a sauce.
Me
Or
and my mom are always joking that people are making like milk sandwiches for that. Like,
yeah,
it's like, what the hell? Like, why do you need
no.
milk and bread so much?
Virginia Beach rains when the rest of the bordering cities are snowing.
Mm.
Yeah, that is true as well. Like, they'll actually get snow. I remember going out to, like, rural Chesapeake, which is the next city over, and it was, like, Thanksgiving time, and it wasn't even that cold. Like, the cold parts are normally in January. And
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving in Chesapeake, and I was, like, shivering out in the cold. It was, like, 20 degrees, because it was at night. And then I went home, and it was, like, 40. So
Yeah.
I'd believe that. I believe it. Virginia Beach is weird. I think that the weather is a detractor only to people like me who don't like humidity. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's humid in a lot of places. I realize living in Greenville, North Carolina, it's warmer and humid, so that's just worse.
Mm. Yeah.
I had a real problem though the other day when I couldn't sleep because of how hot it was, and I don't pay for AC during the winter because it's not cold enough. Or sorry, AC during the winter. I don't pay for heat
Mm.
during the winter, but I also don't pay for AC either because I've never had it on in my apartment
Yeah.
that month. But it just got hot all of a
Mm.
sudden for a few days, and it was just like, well, I guess it's 80 in January.
Yeah.
That wasn't fun. Because I didn't expect I don't want to turn on the air conditioning and get that nice, nasty smelling crap just to have it on for a day. Because I turn it off for
Yeah.
5 months of the year. And just put it on when it gets hot. Or, yeah, when it gets hot. But anyways. No, Ryota's ridiculous. Hello, new friend. Hello. Oh yeah. I remember. I remember because you have the name Shock. And I like it. We're playing Hatoful Boyfriend, I think, because it's been only almost 1 hour and a half, and we've gone about like, 2 pages of dialogue.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wait. I'm doing. So, by the way, which characters am I? Nagaki seems to be key. So, do you want to just take everything that's not Nagaki and Sakuya?
So I believe our thing was, I am Hiyoko.
Yep. Well,
Uh,
Snorlax
I-
now.
Oh yeah. I'm Ryota, I'm Shu, I'm Angel.
Yep.
Yuya. You're Oko-san. I
Yes.
was Nagaki, not Nagaki, the teacher.
Yeah,
But now that I'm thinking about it,
that's Nanaki.
yeah, Nanaki. But now that I'm thinking about it, I really am just like taking all the characters and leaving you with like you can have these three. So you can be Nagaki, Nananaki, Nagaki. Uh, I'm fine with like the way we have it. It's like you could be those characters and I'll be these
I feel
characters.
like
No
a middle
scolding,
split.
scolding.
Well, because it depends
Yeah,
who has lines. I don't. Because back when we were doing the
yeah.
actual, like, I would just be like mainly, like, because
Mm,
back in the normal story, it's primarily like you just
mm,
be all the characters except for Protag. But then
mm,
you have lines where it's like so much dialogue from specific characters now,
mm,
and especially when Protag was dead, it was weird because you'd have to like split the voices.
mm,
I think, yeah, I guess Sakuya, Teacher-san, Oko-san, and Nagaki is the Bruce Willis,
mm,
which is funny because I think Bruce Willis is overrated. You
Yeah,
you
yeah.
want you want to a puppet show? You want a puppet show? Oh, that's somebody's quoting. I think they're quoting the Fredbear game.
The
What's it?
Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yeah, the security breach one. The one that actually looks like a game and not just the the
Yeah.
the, the generic Five Nights at Freddy's, but we're gonna do another one and it's the same. Like the one where it's like you're a kid you called Gregory and you go in the vent and it's sus. That's all I remember.
Mhm. Yeah.
Indeed. There is perhaps a week left. Wait, what? Now I'm more confused. Half day? I thought that was the last day of the semester. Nope. Japan, I guess they get lucky. Not only do they have better education in Japan, but they also get half days. That's probably why they have better education.
Mhm.
That's perhaps a week left.
Aw, that's so lonely. I want to stay in class 2-3 a little longer.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right, because we never really made it to the end of the semester, did we?
Yeah. We just made it to like February, to like a Mintines.
Oh boy, in the chat roars,
Mm.
um, um, angry. Hey, no, I don't look. I mean, in the way that Five Nights at Freddy's is like the other Five Nights at Freddy's games. The only one that was different was Security Breach. Well, that's probably not true, but the ones that I've played or watched people play, I think, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, are all the same general concept. You're like supposed to not die by shutting doors and looking at cameras, right? I think I'm correct. Maybe I'm
Yeah,
wrong for
pretty
like
much.
4, but I've played the first one a little bit. I've seen gameplay for the second and third one. I didn't pay attention to some of the remakes, but like, is the first Five Nights at Freddy's I remember those vastly different was Security Breach.
Mm.
Anyway, cool! Oko-san feels lonely too. I feel like Oko-san, who we've never met Oko-san's family. I just thought about that.
Yeah,
Met,
that's true.
we haven't really met we
But the other people's families have been like alluded to, like
well,
we've met.
Yuya's an actual character,
Yeah,
so
Yuya's an actual family member of Sakuya, but you know his family, like his parents, have been alluded to.
yeah.
Ryota's mother's been alluded
Yep.
to. Nagaki and Nanaki are related.
Yep.
But like we don't really get anything from like Oko-san's like home life.
I guess Angel is kind of a side character, main character. Like
Yeah.
he's only relevant in either his story or his other stuff.
Yeah.
1 and 3 are the same but different. 4 onwards to change the major. Yeah, so okay, I was right. 4 must have started to change the general thing.
Mm.
But yeah, all I remember about Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, other than watching gameplay because someone wanted me to once, I remember that it's like very, very different than the original. But yeah, no, Oko-san, we don't know his family at all. And like there's no illusion or anything. And I don't think we know anything about freaking what's his name?
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, no, because we know because he's related to the ghost, the teacher. Oh no, we don't know about Dr. San, Imune Shu. We don't know about his but he's in a I mean like he's an adult, some adults just live alone. But like Oko-san, we don't know who he goes home to every day. That's kind of weird.
Yeah,
And Angel,
yeah.
I guess, because Angel and Oko-san they're like the buds. That was like the end of the last story, and I was so happy because they're two of my favorite characters in the game that only has A and S tier characters. Oko-san is, I think, probably my favorite character.
Yeah, yeah. Uncle-san, like, he's a mystery.
He's the only one who feels like a bird.
Yeah,
Because he's actually like he's based on a pet. And he's got that weird side eye, but it's like a bird given life in a way.
Mm.
And he's a very good friend, and he's very sweet, and he's kind of stupid, and he's the perfect character.
Mm.
Oko-san feels lonely. That's not cool.
Aww.
I did feel bad because another tangent, but I did once, like, I had a classmate who didn't like the fact that the year was ending. I was like, oh man, the year is ending, aren't you excited? He was just like, no. Because he just would go back home and didn't really have a lot of friends because his mom was the kind of person who you wouldn't want to have to be at their house. I never went to their house, actually. I feel like I knew better. But it's like there were a lot of people I knew in school who, like, their parents were, like, unbelievably impossible. I would have never, because I met a lot of parents, a lot of these people's parents, like my classmates and stuff.
Yeah.
Ain't no way in fuck I ever would have wanted to have to deal, like, if someone had, one of those people had to be in charge of me, no. That kind of thing of, like, no way. I knew, like, it was about a 50-50 split as well. Like, I would say half of the parents were really awesome, really nice, and really cool. And the other half were just crazy. Or very, very strict. Or weird. Or strange.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello, certified guy.
Hello.
I do like, I think that's the Cheshire. But I can't. It looks like a Cheshire cat smile. Oh, wait, no, wait. Now it's a doodle. I don't know, maybe it was always a doodle. For some reason, I don't know. I see a lot of profiles, and I do remember a lot of people because I don't have... I'm not exactly a successful streamer yet. I don't have a flowing chat like the people who get a lot of views. So I remember most of my commenters. But, yay. Oko-san does not want to be thrown out of this classroom. Well, they'll usually just let you go home, buddy.
Aw. He doesn't want to, though. He wants to stay there forever.
Why not repeat a year if you want to stay that much? But you still don't get you still gonna be out over the break.
Yeah.
Repeating a year in high
school would be a little too much.
Wait, what?
Repeating a year in high school would be a little much.
No, I'm looking at the comment wave 174. How did you get to wave 174? I think my high score, because I haven't done endless, but I haven't done endless on stream, but I've done it a bunch of times IRL, and I couldn't get past like 40. Like 44 or something like that. It gets very hard at some point. 174. I think I'm thinking of the same. Maybe wave is different than flag, because I think flag 44 was what I got to. But anyway.
You don't mind, Sakuya? You don't feel sad that we all might split up at the end of the year?
Um, not at all. It's Baka.
Baka.
Group mentalities for the week. Hashtag down with socialism. I don't know. Group mentalities for the week. What is group mentality? I thought it's just because they like their friends.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that brings up another question. If you like your friends so much, just see them outside of school. That's what I did.
I had really strict parents who wouldn't let me.
I mean, all right. Question for you then, Charlie.
Yeah.
So was the general caliber of the people in your area?
Uh-huh.
Because you've told me about some of the weird people in your neighborhood.
Yeah, yeah.
Does that kind of apply to a lot of the friends at school?
So, again, like, the I had at school were pretty normal, I guess. Some were a bit quirky and weird. But, like, I remember one time, one of my friends wanted us to, like, go to the mall together. And my mom said no, that me and her can't go to the mall. Like, we were 15, 16. She said that, if I were to go to the mall, me and her go to the mall by ourselves without a parent present, that, like, what if we ran into some guys that we thought were attractive and went into, like, the car with them and then they were kidnapped? And I'm like, we're not going to do anything like that. We just want to go look at, like, comic books and stuff.
I feel like knowing you via internet, I don't think you'd be the kind of gal to just,
Yeah.
oh, those guys are cute. Let's go to their car.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't even speak to anybody. Like, I would just only be there with my friend. But then, like, after that, like I just wasn't allowed to go anywhere, so my friends just didn't invite me anywhere.
Giga and Gars are the normal zombies now. There is one main OP strat. Look, I don't know how the OP strats work in Plants vs. Zombies. I was just trying to play the game. They did tell me, I did look at a walkthrough though online, that the pool level, you're supposed to use the fume shrooms. The ones that shoot omnidirectionally, but yeah. That's still impressive though. Dude, Ryota is actually legit one of the week. Poor Ryota. Oh wait, does that mean his mom is dead? That's so sad.
Oh yeah, his mom should be dead by now. Yeah, that's so sad. I don't know why I'm laughing. That's fucked up.
Sorry. It's because we're all used to it by now. Like,
Yeah.
all right, this
I
game
hope he
happens
relies
to
on
not.
bitches.
This game, yeah, we should have been bitches and my dude.
Yeah, we should have been bitches, my dude.
No, but this game bounces around in a way that's like, I'm not quite sure if this is like a non-canon, pseudo-canon storyline, or if it's because the game technically it's a giant pile of forks, It goes in different paths based on what you choose. So is this just like generic ending to the semester? Because we make it to like almost the end of the semester, and then they end right after Legumентines, which I think end of semester in Japan is like late February, early March. I don't know. But yeah, I'll be in this. Wait, so wait a minute. They're not at the end of high school? Am I wrong on that?
Wait, what are you confused about?
So, cause the Snorlax line.
Yeah, I hope we'll be in the same class again last year. Did you think they were seniors?
I thought they were seniors.
No, they're juniors.
I'm been not paying attention to this game. What the fuck? I don't even know. Well, yeah.
They're second years.
Wait a
with
minute.
Mr. Nanaki.
Oh yeah, that's right. Japanese high school is only 3 years, right?
Yeah. They're second year students.
Well, I hope to see you all in the spring too.
The year is almost over. Meaning I'm almost through the library too. I should be heading there about now.
Oh, could you wait a moment?
Huh? We're not done?
Sorry. I forgot to tell you all something. You're under lockdown. There's been a shooting. No, they'll be opening the school the night after tomorrow. Opening the school? At night?
Is it some sort of school-wide bravery challenge?
Hey, yo, a lock-in.
A grand tournament of guts close to the year. Perfect to make the blood boil and the fish crawl. Think of the memories we'll make. But I don't want to make memories.
Unfortunately, that's not it. It's the Astronomy Club's activity night.
The astronomy club?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Are you actually delayed?
Am I delayed?
Well, I mean... Hold on. Say a word.
Beep boop bop bop beep a doop bop bop beep doo 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 bop bop beep boop bop.
I mean, unless it's very, very mild, I don't think you're delayed. Does
Okay.
like, if I hit the button now, do you see it happen when I hit it, like...
Yeah, I see the meaning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just, like, distracted with something for a second.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, because it was like, you said a few lines, and I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I was just distracted.
I was scared, because I was like, no, I don't... Why does it not work?
Meaning... The astronomy club used to do a lot of serious observation, but after a while their activities devolved into bonfire mixture parties.
Bonfire mixer parties. Wait. Bonfire?
Yes. Bonfire.
That was more than one word.
Yeah.
What?
Bonfire. You know, like when you start a fire?
No, I'm wondering what Skoggle's comment was about. One word. Oh wait, sorry. Two words. Made in America. There we go. The bonfire. Okay, so I wonder, like, does that mean they went like on the roof and then lit a fire in an actual fire pit, or did they just set things on fire?
Would assume that they just go outside somewhere, set a fire, look at the stars, have a little party.
What I know about Japanese schools is there's always a roof with a fence around it that you can just go up into and eat lunch, because that's what everyone does in the Japanese animes.
Yeah.
Or they confess, or they do other things. I don't know. That's such a weird concept, though, because, like, other than, like, the inner city, when is there, like, a roof, a square-ass building with a roof on it that you can just, like, walk on like a balcony?
I don't know. I don't know what city life is like. I've never hung out on the roof. Like, it's in everything. Anime, Spider-Man, everybody's just chilling on the roof. I want to be on the roof someday.
That might be, like, a really heavily concentrated city. And I don't know, because, alright, Spider-Man takes place in New York, and I think it's either Brooklyn or Queens, and this is a pretty well-packed cities. So,
Yeah.
or well, technically they're all New York City, but so the whole dealio might be different because Japan is a very well-packed, very sardine countrified country. Out in the city that I grew up in, we had tall buildings and stuff pretty often, but like we didn't have like a school with like several floors unless it was like a really big like we had a few buildings at my community college that were pretty tall. It's just that I guess because like they have that little rooftop exit that you can go out. We've never really had those to any extent that I remember being public. I wonder if it was like a danger aspect to it, like because a lot of the ones I've seen in anime they have like a fence on the roof, but if it was just like a railing, people would jump off it. Maybe that would be the issue. Because it's not like I've never seen a building where you could get on the roof before, but it's just like they seem so common in the Japanese things. But like, because a lot of buildings where I've lived have been like not flat roofs, so maybe that's just it. Did you read mine?
Yeah, I read this line.
No, someone commented, "Did you read mine?" Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I read your line. Okay. The mixer party. So I don't know why, but because like I thought mixer party meant drinking. I guess that just means people talk to each other.
Yeah.
For like a mixer for singles type thing.
After a long and circuitous tale, they turned into a cult and worshipped the bonfire as a god, and the student council had to enact punitary measures.
Ooh.
What the fuck is going on at this school? If you want to hear more about their story, go buy a thing and listen to it. You know the thing.
Dude, you know the thing.
Yeah, you know the thing. Go buy that and listen to it.
What? Do you think this is like referring to the radio story?
Maybe.
Oh, the one that isn't out in English. Oh.
The one that isn't out in English.
Oof.
Will people even know what to buy from that description, Snorlax?
Cool! It's stealth marketing! Meta?
Oh yeah.
It didn't sound very stealthy to me.
A true samurai is never stealthy.
I mean, guess you're not a ninja, but...
So the astronomy club has started activities again?
That's right, though the bonfires are still banned. It's going to be a total lunar eclipse that night. We decided to open up the roof so everyone could see. I wonder, is there like a piece of Hatoful boyfriend media that's like was supposed to come out in English like shortly after this game?
Maybe? I would have to look into that.
I mean, because I feel like that's what the stealth marketing thing meant, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They were obviously referencing something.
I guess.
Oh.
You don't need to be a member of the astronomy club to come. Everyone's welcome.
A total lunar eclipse? That sounds exciting. Who knows when another one will happen? I think I'll go. I heard there's going to be a radical lunar eclipse, Nagaki.
When your character says radical, do you think they mean like totally rad, or do you think they mean like radical as in heavy magnitude of change?
I think they mean like radical.
Has anyone said radical in the last 10 years?
No, I feel like that's more of a 90s thing.
I guess so. I feel like I remember it when I was a kid as like something that people would call old.
Yeah.
Rad, bruh.
Yeah, that's so rad.
It's a total lunar eclipse, Miss Piss Bucket. Not a radical lunar eclipse.
Nagaki's stare is like the frigid wind of Siberian winter night.
What would that make Oko-san stare like?
The pudding god.
There we go.
Have you ever seen one, Nagaki?
Perhaps. I may have, or I may have not have. Damn. Is this like one of those things of
It's
like...
either one or the other.
Look, I love because I've seen enough things to where they're like, maybe, maybe not. And they're like,
Yeah.
how come you don't remember? And it's like, that's not what that means.
Hmm. Yeah.
Oh, wait, he actually didn't remember. Never mind. Do not remember. Because he doesn't remember a lot of his former life, right? He didn't remember the sibling tragedy.
Yeah. I don't believe there was a lot he remembered. He remembered that he took his life in the library, but I'm not sure if he remembers the circumstances around that. I suppose he did only just realize he's dead a few days ago. His memory must still be foggy.
I want to go ahead and assume that this is provided that Nagaki is the storyline.
Yeah. They're opening the school at night the day after tomorrow, so we can go see it.
You still use Radical Scott? Do you really? When?
I've never heard anybody say radical.
Look. Maybe I guess I don't know. I know Skoggle in real life. I can't remember him ever saying radical.
I'll be right back. My pets are being dicks.
That's
why I've been so distracted.
No, it's all good. All right. I gotta keep things going.
Sit. Go sit. Let's go. Sit.
Yo, it's Luca. Shout out to Luca and give put L's in the chat for Luca before Charlie comes back.
I'm back.
Oh, you're back?
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said?
Oh no.
I wonder if people will do what I said.
What happened? What happened while I was gone? I was gone for 2 seconds.
I know, you were literally only gone for like 15 seconds. I told people in chat to do something. I don't even know if they're gonna do it. Let's see. Cause I'm on a slight. I think it's like a 20-second delay. Totally awesome, Skoggle. Yes.
That's radical.
Charlie, do you know about the Valley Girl accent?
Yeah, I know about the Valley Girl accent. That's like when you, like you have to talk like it's a question, and you use like and totally, and I'm bad at it.
You're bad at it?
Yeah.
I feel like that also died.
Yeah.
What? No, don't rip on Skoggle. He's ahead of his time. For all we know, Radical is going to come back in like the next year. We don't know what will happen in 2024.
Yeah, I can make a comeback.
Don't call it
Maybe
a comeback.
Maybe Skoggle's starting trends.
Don't call it a comeback. It's been here for years. Was that I feel like that was either the Beastie Boys or one of those old no wait, it was the guy, was it LL Cool J?
I don't know.
Like, anyway, you have a bit of a line, so I couldn't even do a next line.
Wanna watch it with me, Nagaki? We could have a moon viewing party in the library.
Let's go. The moon's going to be eclipsed. Dude, we're watching something we can't even see. Let's go. I'm not sure how much of a moon viewing party that would be. Damn, the text comes right off the bracket thing.
Oh yeah, it does.
Wouldn't we have a better view from the roof anyway? I mean, don't they have a telescope?
I mean, Oh yes, but when we romanced him, he said he was stuck in the library and couldn't get out. But like on the other end of that, in the after story, I'm pretty sure he was able to like leave the library to like talk Nanaki into his senses, right?
Yeah. I feel like that was true.
Yeah. It's going to be open after all, but can you get out of here?
Couldn't Nanaki go to different floors of the same, like, area? Like, he couldn't leave the
Maybe.
library, but couldn't he go up and down? I thought that's why he could get to the lab.
Oh, maybe that's it. If it's to the roof, then yes.
I was right.
Hold on. What? Really? Aren't you trapped in here?
Perhaps I didn't tell you. I can't leave the library, but I can move straight up and down. Let's go! I was right!
Oh, hell yeah, hell
Let's
yeah.
go! I mean,
Oh.
I thought I remember that, like, maybe that wasn't directly confirmed, but I was pretty sure because they were under the library. That's why he could go down during the end story.
To the chemistry lab oh wait, that's your
To the chemist. So yeah, sorry. To the chemistry lab directly underneath us, for instance.
Mobility, vertical only. That's amazing! I'll have to train my legs one day so that I can move like that too!
Or blonde moment.
I think Hiyoko could do it.
I mean, she could do a lot of stuff, so I wouldn't be surprised. It was LL Cool J. It's from Mama Said Knock You Out. Okay, that makes sense, because I've heard that song before. I remember Don't Call It a Comeback, I've been here for years. That's from, like, an old rap song, so that makes sense.
So you'll be able to join us on the roof?
Yep.
Yay! That's amazing, Nanaki! You're not Nanaki!
Really? I'm not sure I see what good it does us.
Just think about it! We can go sunbathing on the roof during lunch and breaks and stuff! I'm getting excited already!
I suppose so. But you're always taking naps on the library windows. Oh, windowsill anyway. So I don't think it will be all that different. Wait, what?
She's always taking naps in the library windowsill anyway, so it won't be that different.
She's not a bird. How does she fit on the library windowsill?
I think he means like she rests her head there.
Oh.
And falls asleep.
I guess I'm thinking that windowsill in the view, and there's nothing right near it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's true.
Geez, Nagaki, this isn't a change of scene supposed to be romantic? Anyway, let's watch the eclipse here.
Wait a minute, hold on. In Nagaki's story, didn't he disappear?
Yes. That wasn't when he realized that he was a ghost. That's when he finally like made peace with his death, basically.
Oh. She's narcoleptic, poor thing. Always taking naps. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If it was bad enough, like in terms of homework, sometimes I'd have to take naps at school too. If you want.
If you want to.
Oh wait, that was your line. Well, all right.
Yes!
You're awfully enthusiastic.
Of course I am. I can't wait! I can't wait!
Important notice.
Please be aware. This episode contains spoilers for the Inugami clan by Yoko Mizo Seishi.
Inugami clan.
Inugami clan. Inu means dog.
Yeah.
If you're reading it or plan to read it, you may want to wait until after that to play this game. Otherwise, enjoy the ride.
Well, it's nice that they
Have
gave us
to,
a spoiler alert. They didn't give us
yeah,
a spoiler alert to Well, okay, that was our sort of conjecture on the Bruce Willis thing, but
yeah. Let's see. What is Inugami Clan though? Let me look that up real quick. Um, Inugami Clan is a
is that like
haunting
a
tale of. Ah,
is that like a best-selling
it's.
book in Japan?
Yeah, I guess it's like a book in Japan. It's a tale of murder, suspense, with over 80 books famous in Japan. Okay, so I guess like the creator liked this book series and wanted to reference it in their like stuff, but also wanted to like give spoiler warnings in case like other people were fans of it. Okay.
All right. Next episode. No, I'm kidding. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not probably going to read Inugami Clan. Not gonna lie. And if I do, oh well. Oops.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I know it ruins the Sixth Sense to watch the spoiler, but
Yeah. The promised night of the total lunar eclipse. And not a cloud in the sky. Perfect for a moon viewing party.
it's like, we're holding a moon viewing party on the roof, and then people just pull down their pants.
Mm-hmm.
It's like swing.
Oh, like mooning?
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure it's a moon viewing party, but I'm glad it's clear. The weather report said it might get cloudy after all. Sorry, weather reporto. It's cold up here, so make sure to stay warm, everyone.
I see you even brought a blanket, sir. Oh my god, Luca, you scared the fuck out of me. Don't sit down. Anyway.
What is the general gist? Is Luca barking at nothing, or is it the cat?
Oh yeah. Well, both of my animals are just being weird right now. So my cat wants to climb all over my seat right now, and just like she's trying to get to my chocolate milk. She's not slick, but she's trying to act like, oh, I love you so much. It's like, no, I know what you're up to. And then like Luca, she's the kind of person that like will look out the window and she will bark at like anything that just doesn't feel right. She'll bark at butterflies. And so she was barking at something, which like earlier the cat knocked over like a little painting thing that I have. And then Luca was also just running around the camper, just wanting to play, and which is fine, but like the cat doesn't want to play. Like Luca likes to wrestle. The cat does not want to wrestle with you, Luca. And like, it's just like I don't know what's up with them tonight. They are being rowdy kids.
It might just be the excitement.
Yeah.
Charlie got a new computer. Let's wrestle.
Yeah.
Does Luca wrestle with you?
Yeah, sometimes.
Does Luca win?
I plead the fifth.
Your dog is. She looks like she's like a 10-pound dog.
She's 25 pounds.
Oh, okay. I mean, a little bit bigger then, but.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what a 25-pound dog would feel like, because I've lifted a 30-pound cat before. That's a very big cat, by the way. If you weren't aware, he was very obese.
Yeah.
My cat at my parents' house up in Virginia. That cat is like 15 pounds. My dog was like a smaller, like a small, medium. Well, okay, like a medium, but sort of like a small, large, and she was like 60, 70 pounds, and I could pick her up.
Yeah.
I don't know. This blanket always helps me relax. That's very sweet.
Aww.
Zzz. Wasn't that something you like to do, Charlie? Zzz.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it when it goes.
Wake up, you fool! Aren't you supposed to be the chaperone? The chaperone for what? The moonbeam
Well, there's
party?
yeah, there's a bunch of kids here, so like you gotta keep an adult. Like they're on the roof, so like you gotta make sure nobody likes jumping off, and like there's boys and girls here. You gotta make sure nobody's doing the devil's tango. You know, that's what chaperones are for.
Why would people want to pull other people in their own pants down in public on the roof with their classmates?
You'd be surprised.
I guess I would. Also, I mean, I guess yeah, the jumping off the railing thing. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Uh, looks like the regular crew is all here.
Dude, do they got?
Meeting up in the school at night like this is so exciting.
Aren't the only characters not a part of the class are like Dr. Shu, Yuya, and Angel?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, and Nagaki, but he's dead, so he can't be in any class.
Yeah. Go! It's a full moon. Oko-san's bestial heritage awakens.
Hmm.
Damn. Dude, Oko-san just goes crazy.
Yeah.
Go! Can you feel your bestial inner selves calling, Snorlax, Nagaki? What?
Yeah.
Hamina?
Yeah.
San knows
Oko.
about Nagaki?
I guess he can see him.
What?
Oko-san built different.
He's built
He
different.
can see him.
My bestial inner self. I don't think I have one.
I can, Oko-san. My hunter-gatherer blood boils.
Looking at you, I almost wonder if if there ever really was a time when humans ruled the earth in this piss bucket. Go! Oko-san thinks Snorlax is probably not a human. Oh, dude. Hatoful boyfriend theory? We don't know if we're a human.
Oh my god.
I
There's
just
an
thought of
imposter
that.
among us.
Among Us? Sus?
Oh my god.
Because we've never seen ourselves in a mirror?
Mm. The only time we've ever seen ourselves was when Shu turned us into that experiment, but that's obviously not what we look like on the regular.
Well, no, because that was just like the brain.
It was like a robot
That was literally
thing.
the brain in a robot. For all you know, it could have been a bird brain.
Yeah.
We don't even know.
So what if we're just a very weird looking bird that they've never seen before?
Maybe. I mean,
Well,
I
what
thought we
kind
had
of
everything
bird?
figured out. The theory, though.
What kind of bird looks similar to a human?
Big Bird.
Oh, you're right. Oh my god.
What if we're a monkey?
Protag? Oh, what if we are a monkey? Holy shit!
I mean, that's why we have intellectual conversations, but birds can't really talk that well.
Yeah.
What if we're not? Seriously though, like I never even thought about it.
I've never either. They've always kind of just told us we're a human, so like I thought we just went with it.
We have no other humans to reference that off of.
Yeah. We're the only allegedly human character.
Yo, game theorists are they doing a has game theory? Hold on. I'm gonna look. Hold on.
Pat, before you retire, we
Pat,
need
before
this
you
one.
go.
We need this one thing.
Hatoful boyfriend. Game Grumps did it? Really? Alright. Game theory.
Check that out.
I feel like that's a lore video. Hatoful boyfriend games is literature. Hatoful boyfriend PBG, I've seen that one. Game summary. Nah. Holiday Star.
That's the game we're playing.
Yeah. I'm surprised because I've never even heard of Holiday Star because I've heard of Hatoful Boyfriend. I guess I just wouldn't have known. They have not done a theory. No. Dude. Hey, Matt Pet, before you go.
Yeah, before you go, we got one question. We got something you need to clear up.
Yo!
Yeah.
Oko-san thinks Snorlax is probably not a human.
No, I am a human!
See, we don't know.
any others even see him? Well, you
Well,
just saw Oko-san reference
Oko-san
him.
just said something. Like
Yeah,
that literally shocked me because I was like, oh yeah, he's right next to
yeah,
Oko-san. He wouldn't even know, and then he literally says his name. I'm like, what?
yeah. I think
Like
in the after story,
capital
like,
WUT.
yeah,
What?
in the after story, we know that Sakuya can't see him. Ryota could, but I think it like took a second for him to see him.
Hmm.
Um,
We know that Angel could easily see him because he
mm,
has the weird
yeah,
endorphin powers or whatever. Not
yeah, yeah.
endorphins, but like
Angel could see him. Um, I think I remember when we played Nagaki's story. Um, Kazuaki came in at some point, but he didn't seem to see him.
yeah.
He wasn't. He didn't. It was before the reveal, so he wasn't like, "What are you talking about? There's nobody in there." He was just like, okay, see you later, alligator.
Yeah.
Go hang out." But yeah, yeah. I guess there's only one way to find out.
Can the others even
But
see him?
every alternate universe is a little different. Sun doesn't seem to be having any trouble.
No, because he's a bird.
I've heard that animals can see ghosts. Maybe the same is true for some of the older breeds?
I have a question actually. So
Yeah?
this is a very fun thought question. Do you believe
Okay.
like Luca and four names? I guess what was that?
Yeah.
Hallow Eve, Rocky Balboa, right?
Yes, Halloween, Rocky Balboa.
Is that like did somebody have to split the baby on that one to come up with Hallow Eve and Rocky Balboa? Because two of these, it's like a two pair.
Well, like, I came up with the entire name. I came up with it. It was all me. So we found her when she was just a kitten. And, because where I live, a lot of people just straight up abandon their animals.
Yeah.
And so, I found her, and it was around October. And I was like, well, we'll call her Halloween, because, you know, it's around Halloweeny season. But then I was like, Halloween, it's lacking an oomph. It needs a little something extra. So I just threw on the Rocky Balboa. Halloween, Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
You can call her Eve, you can call her Halloween, you can call her Rocky Balboa. Call her you call her any of the names. I'll know who you're talking about. Luca has definitely, I'm pretty sure, seen some things that I haven't seen. I don't know about Rocky Balboa.
But do you think animals can probably see ghosts?
Yes.
Because I mean, I think
Some of them.
we've both established that both of us believe in ghosts. So
Yes, yes. I kind of, my thing is, I don't think it's any different than humans. Like, we all have our individual experiences. Some people have seen them, some people haven't. I kind of figure it's the same with every species. Some species have seen them, some species haven't.
interesting. Do you wasn't I don't know if you ever shared on stream what your story was.
Oh, the one where, which one?
Zahando that pushed you on the swing.
Oh. Yeah, yeah. I've shared it on my stream before, but I'm not sure I shared it here. Yeah, when I was a kid, me and my brother were playing hide and seek, which is a pretty straightforward game. But he was wanting to add a bunch of like shitty rules to it, which was stupid. And I remember he made this one rule that's like, you can only hide in one of these 3 places, and I was like, that's fucking dumb, because that destroys the point of why are we even playing. But so I thought it would be funny because we had a swing set in the backyard, and he pretty much told us like, no, you can't hide in the backyard. But I wasn't hiding. I just sat on the swing set.
So you you found the loophole.
Yeah. So I sat there. I thought it'd be funny because I'm not hidden, but I'm like not in the like one of the designated hiding spots that he picked out for me. So I was waiting there for like ever, and like nothing. Eventually, I feel a pair of hands push me on the swing set, and I say something along the lines of like, about time you found me, and I get no response. And so I was like, hey dude, you know. Hey, big brah, what's up? And no response. Eventually, I turned around and nobody was there.
Dun, dun, dun.
So I started screaming.
Yeah. So, what was your brother's recollection of the story?
So my brother, he looked in one of the three hiding spaces, but he said I could hide, saw I wasn't there, went inside and started playing video games.
I see. And is there any corroboration on the part of anyone else?
When I started screaming, my dad ran out, to see like if I was okay, and I was like, something was pushing me on the swing set, and then he pretty much like scolded me for making him worry when I was just like on the swing set and nothing happened. Cause like whenever I had ghost experiences as a kid, nobody believed me.
I mean, I've had ghost experiences actually not as a kid, but as an adult.
I've had experiences as an adult.
One time, I guess I'll go with the story that doesn't sound fake, because one of the ones I can say like, oh, I saw something, and I was pretty sure it was something, but it's like, your mind could be playing tricks on you, type of thing. So, my friend, Jason Novell in the chat, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know that he's in chat right now, but anyway.
Yeah, but I recognize they're usually in chat.
IRL, I know this person, and this person had come and visited me at my at the house I was staying at when I was in college. It was me and my roommate. We were at his parents' house while they were in Italy, because they went for like one of those government job things, as like a 3-year tour in Italy. It was supposed to be. It was shorter than that in the end, but anyway. So I was at his house. I don't think I was renovating that day. I'm pretty sure he went to Italy for Christmas, and my friend came back to Virginia for Christmas, and so he was at the house with me, and he was like, he had Spotify on, and he had songs that came on that were like oddly randomized. Like he had a playlist playing, and it's not like it hit the end of the playlist or anything like that, because once you hit the end of a playlist or whatever, Spotify will just put random songs. But like the song just changed, and he was very confused by why. And like the song, it happened twice, and both times they were like eerily titled songs. Like I can't remember the songs, but it would have been like something like like Dead Returned or something like that. It's kind of like one of those on the nose things if a ghost were to do. And that was among 3 things that happened that I was like, well, actually, so there were 3 instances where someone saw what they believed to be a ghost, or saw evidence of such. Then there were other things, like someone was doing somebody, not gonna name names, cough in that house, not my roommate, but one of his siblings may have been doing a little bit of the spiritual stuff up in there. And that was a concern, but I didn't think about it, because I think we actually I got permission, because I was part of the thing I was doing was cleaning out their house. I actually got permission to burn the one of the books that I found, and I think I handled it with tongs. Like I'm a bit stitious. I'm not superstitious, but a little.
Superstitious,
I mean, I am a Catholic, so I'm a little bit wary of the spiritual stuff anyway. But I'm a little stitious, so when it's like their weird witchy occult book, I grabbed it with tongs. I moved it to the grill, and my roommate lit it on fire, and it burned, and it destroyed, and that was something I think we had done that later on. Maybe I can't remember if we did that early on when I was cleaning it out, like their house. But this was something that was like, I don't think anyone really knew about, other than the said individual sibling. But I was a little bit freaked out, because myself, my aunt, and my friend all experienced some sort of thing that happened, and we're not like the kind of people who just randomly, at the very least, I know that me and my friend are not like specifically out to make up ghost stories, so I'm fairly certain that ghosts exist wandering around. I think I
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of like I believed it in a sense that like I believed it like as a theory, like a possibility when I was younger, but when I was older is when
Yeah.
I actually had experiences dealing with that. But
Yeah, yeah. I've always been a firm believer ever since I was a kid. I've just had tons of experiences.
at the very least, I've never had a ghost girlfriend experience like Protag San has. So
Yeah, yeah,
oh
yeah.
well. I mean, I would think that Oko-san, like the fact that he's probably more animalistic is indicative, because I
Yeah,
do
it's
think
kind
that animals probably see things that we don't, or at least
maybe.
notice.
I kind of like. Do you buy into the theory that babies can see ghosts and stuff like that?
I don't really know. All I know is that
Mm,
like my dogs and cats can hear, smell, and sense things significantly better than I can. So
mm,
I would just assume that that works in many facets. Like I don't know that
yeah.
it's like a joining the club of animal thing, but like if babies are just like I guess because like if ghosts showed themselves in a manifestation and it wasn't like under odd circumstances or like random happenstance, people would actually know that they were there, believe them, and then the atheists wouldn't be able to happen anymore. I don't know.
Mm, mm,
I don't know if there's some rules how it works.
mm. What about Ryota? Oh, hi, Nagaki. I thought you only ever showed up in the library.
Dude, everyone knows.
Nagaki's actually the most popular guy in school?
What? I'm so confused. Indeed. You can see him just fine. Maybe Ryota and
Maybe
I are...
Ryota and I are tuned with the
Oh,
paranormal.
yeah, sorry.
You're good.
I'm just amazed.
Yeah. Sakuya? Triple dot Neo. Sakuya can't see shit.
No. Dude, Sakia probably could see him the whole time, but he always just ignores him anyway.
Yeah, like I don't fucking talk to nerds or commoners, and you're both, bitch.
Damn. Is there really someone there?
Yeah? You can't see him? He's kind of a skinny morning dove.
I'm not surprised. Most birds haven't paid any attention to me until now.
Hmm.
So the list is added up to thus far 3 birds. I'm not sure I believe it. Is this a joke?
No. Though, if it were, I bet you'd fall for it completely.
That's not the kind of thing you say when you want someone to believe you.
Yeah, I was about to say, if I was in Sakuya's situation, I'd believe you even less.
Cow!
Only birds are pure.
Only birds who are pure of heart can see him. I mean, then why can't... Oh, it would make sense.
Oh.
That makes sense. Dude,
That
Oko-san is
does.
actually the smart... I didn't even consider it. It's a fucking...
Oko-san
Like, it's the
is
Nimbus
the
from Dragon
smartest
Ball.
character. Yeah,
The Nimbus
Oko-san's
from
the
Dragon
smartest
Ball.
character. That does make sense, though. That does make sense. Angel, Ryota, Oko-san.
Yeah, all 3 of those birds are very pure of heart, as well as
Yeah,
Protag.
yeah,
The
yeah.
only not pure of heart birds at the school are the 3 that haven't been able to see him.
Yeah,
We've never
yeah.
really tried testing Yuya on that, so...
Yeah.
And it's fair to say Yuya may or may not be, like, you know... It's kind of
Yeah.
like the Nimbus. Bulma can't ride the Nimbus. It's not like she's a bad person, but, you know...
But
She
yeah,
is a
yeah.
horny teenager,
That's what I was
so...
about to say. Like, Yuya, he's a good guy, but I'm not sure I would say he's pure of heart.
Yeah. What do you think pure of heart constitutes?
I don't know. I feel like it's just like when you, one of those things like you know it when you see it.
I feel like neither of us qualify.
Damn, how dare you?
No, like, cool. Y'all are pure of heart. No, I literally just said I felt like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like I judge myself too harshly, and I feel like with Charlie, you probably actually do come close to what I would consider that. I don't know, because I guess I've never really thought about it. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like me and my buddies, nah, because it's like, well, I'll pull out the Bulma card. I actually, you know what? No, Bulma's kind of a bitch. I don't know. Like in Dragon Ball, she's really selfish. So maybe that's really it. It's not because she's into boys. It's because she's selfish.
Mm-hmm.
Master Roshi though would be pure of heart if it weren't for the whole thing. So he couldn't write it either.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about Dragon Ball lore now because I was like, it's basically
yeah.
the Nimbus, right?
This episode of Oko-san Z.
Gutter mind, pure intentions. This episode of dude, Oko-san, I think legitimately speaking, the Dragon Ball that is one of the only things I'm legitimately interested in the lore and world building of Dragon Ball is whether or not certain characters can ride the Nimbus, because from what I remember, I've seen Goku ride the Nimbus. Chi-Chi rode the Nimbus sort of because she was holding on to him and he was the stable seat on the Nimbus, but you know, I don't think she could normally.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. I know that like they had this one like really stereotypical Indian character because I've only watched like the first 50 to 60 episodes of it. He was on the Nimbus. Master Roshi at some point could probably, I assume, because he could even call the Nimbus. Goku obviously can ride the Nimbus. I really haven't watched enough Dragon Ball Z to remember specifically who has and hasn't. They it was confirmed by Toriyama that Luffy could ride the Nimbus from One Piece. I'm trying to remember things because it's like, now that I think about it, I feel like if I'm really being honest, the character for Pure of Heart completely applies to all three of these birds, and maybe human, because even though we're a protag, we've not done anything very bad or even selfish.
Yeah.
And Oko-san is ultimate bird bro. And Yuya, freaking Sakuya makes sense because he's kind of an ass.
Yeah.
Oko-san is pure!
Oko-san is pure.
What? Do you mean to mock me, filthy mongrel? No, that's why you can't see the Nimbus. That's why you can't ride the Nimbus, Sakuya.
Yeah, it's because you're racist. Jeez, don't fight, you two! Those aren't usually nocturnal, are they?
It's because of the moon. It's like from Despicable Me when he unveils the moon! Although it's not really.
Why do they all have so much energy?
Is it even Christmas?
These two have too much energy as well.
But that's always true.
I had hoped they would calm down once Christmas was past. It would seem that they become excited in response to any sort of special event.
We haven't even been able to tell if Dr. Shu is seen, because I don't think we've seen evidence to see that that teacher San can't see him.
Yeah. I would assume like Shu is the last person I would say is pure of heart. Like I love the guy, but I don't think he's pure of heart.
He hasn't killed anybody.
I would assume that because he's the reason Nagaki is dead, or a large part of it at least.
Okay,
so, like,
but he hasn't killed anybody yet.
He What are you talking about?
In our stories, the only time Shu ever killed anyone were in the full end game and the Shu stories themselves, or if you made Angel, like any of those has not happened in the story.
I know, but like canonically speaking, isn't he the reason that Nagaki is dead?
I mean, I guess so.
Yeah, so I wonder how Nagaki's gonna, like, because Nagaki doesn't have all his memories back yet, it seems.
Doctor. That is your line, though.
Doctor! You're here to see the eclipse, too? I suppose I am. It certainly is an interesting phenomenon, and these two insist on seeing it. Christmas! It's hide and seek! Mr. Moon is playing hide and seek!
It is funny that Dr. Shu is now, like, de facto parent.
Mm-hmm. Well, everyone seems to be having fun.
It's almost midnight. Look at the sky, everyone. It should start soon. Wow, just imagine it happens exactly at midnight.
Nakaki! It's starting!
Shouldn't that make, like, half of the crowd turn to her and be like, who are you talking to?
I guess, like, I guess the people that can't see, like, if people were talking to somebody that I couldn't see, I would eventually just be like, okay, whatever, they got some weird inside joke going on or something, I'm just gonna do my own thing.
Fair.
Yeah.
You don't need to shout. I can hear you perfectly well. You'll bother the neighbors.
Oh, it's the middle of the night.
I
forgot. Nakaki? Can I sit next to you?
Ta-thump, ta-thump. Go ahead.
I can't tell if his feathers are warm or cold. I can barely even tell that I'm touching them at all. Could it just be my imagination? But sitting here gazing up at the midnight sky, he looks happier than usual. Seeing his face makes me feel warm inside. This must all be my imagination.
The eclipse is starting. Nani?
I can see no one else on the train. It is very quiet.
Hamina?
Is this the last train? It's dark outside.
Are we in a metaphor?
I look up and address a dove leaning his head out the window opposite. Don't stick your head out too far, Nagaki.
I won't.
Is this up or down? He can only travel vertically. It looks strange outside. What are those lights flowing by?
I mean, that's why I assume this is a metaphor, because, like, why would he be on a train?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
What train only goes up or down?
Is this, like, part of the thing?
I guess so. Are we next to a river?
I think so. The River of Stars, that is.
The River of Stars?
The Milky Way. Those are stars you see.
Oh, so that's it. I see blue stars and green ones and all colors.
Wait, are we dying? There are indeed a great variety. Oh, whoa? Wait a minute. Is this a weird perspective angle? Of like a sphere? Because it seems as though I see a north, a south, an east, and a west, but like the east and the west are like 2/3 of the way between south and north. What up?
Maybe? I think it's supposed... It looks like maybe a compass to me, but I feel like that's also wrong.
I'm confused. A planisphere? Gutter man.
Nagiki takes a black planisphere out from somewhere and points at it.
Wahee! Near Cygnus.
Cygnus? Cygnus these nuts. Is that a constellation?
That's right. Maybe you know it as the Swan.
Oh, yes. I know that one.
So Cygnus is the Swan. Oh wait.
So Cygnus is a swan.
I did the thing.
I never knew.
The bright one we just passed is Deneb. I think we'll see Alberio in a few minutes.
You know a lot, Nagaki.
Man, me over here knowing state capitals. Nagaki knows random star names.
I was always told that every hunter-gatherer needs to be able to find a Polaris, but other than that, I don't know any of them.
Isn't Polaris like the North Star?
I have no idea. I don't know jack diddles about stars.
If we pass its tail and are nearing the head, we must be traveling from north to south. But the Swan is a summer constellation. It's a little early for us to be seeing it from the northern hemisphere.
It's still the third semester after all. Wait, Nagaki. When did we get onto this train?
Who knows?
Where are we going?
I don't know.
And the train is going through outer space?
It would seem so.
What do I do? Finally on a date in outer space and I forgot my spacesuit.
That's what she's worried about. Yes.
Yeah, she's not dressed for the occasion. It's like when you go overdressed for a date and then the date's like at Taco Bell. Or you're dressed like you're going to go to like Taco Bell and they take you to somewhere fancy. You're not dressed for the occasion.
You know, I feel like I'd rather go to the place dressed for Taco Bell, even though I'd get a lot of looks. Because at least I'd be comfortable while getting a lot of looks at me.
Yeah. What will happen if I go into a vacuum without a spacesuit on?
Dude, you'll explode. It'd be like Megamine explosion.
Will I explode?
Absolutely. The window's been open the entire time.
Close it before we explode.
Calm down, Miss Piss Bucket. It's all right. This is probably just a dream.
A dream? That's right. Nagaki can move vertically, but he still can't leave the school.
Yo!
Whoa.
Wait a minute. I have a thought, right? All right, so here's how I think. So, you know how the Earth is like, it's bigger on like the further you go up, and it's smaller the further you go down.
Yeah.
What if there's a really, really big chunk of space where Nagaki can be?
Ooh, you're right.
What if you are legitimately on the space train with Nagaki?
Oh my god. You're right, because it's not like he needs air. He's a ghost. He's dead. He ain't breathing.
Like, man, little did they know. It was the Orient Express to Mars. Like, alright, so this is what I'm confused by.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There's no... That's right, Nagaki can move vertically, but he can't leave the school. There's no way we could be on the train together. What were we doing?
Astronomy.
Oh, right!
Dude. goes to astronomy class. Alright, class, we're gonna do some physics. It's like, wait, I thought we were gonna be talking about the stars. Also, indeed. Ko! Even though Oko-san is not in the scene.
watching the eclipse of the roof with everyone. Does this mean we fell asleep in the middle of the eclipse?
Perhaps. It is a little cliche, but you could try pinching your cheek.
Oh, yes. Oh, it doesn't hurt. Feels kind of unsatisfying.
Another
Do you
question.
feel satisfied when you pinch your cheek?
I mean, for me, I wouldn't say it hurts as much if it feels like I just pinched my cheek.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried doing that? Like, pinching your cheek to see if it was real?
No, never.
I don't think I've ever done that either, because I've never really doubted whether or not things were real.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd have to be half asleep to be like, is this a dream or am I in
Same.
real?
Oh. I mean, I've had, dreams where in my dream, it was about something that was going to happen. And they were like, the thing's canceled tomorrow. You don't have to get up early. And then I wake up and I'm like, oh, I don't have. And then like my alarm goes off and I just shut it off and I'm like, I have to go to that thing. So I'm not even gonna get ready. I'm gonna sleep in. And that's been something that's happened to me.
Oh no, dude, that sounds like the best. Well, okay. What was it that you missed?
Oh God, I can't even fucking remember. God, this has happened to me so many times. I can tell you, the time when I was a senior in high school, I had a dream that my family was moving to Australia. And so when my alarm for school went off, my first instinct was like, just to like turn off the alarm clock and be like, I don't have to get ready for school because today I'm going to Australia. I don't have to. I got all my stuff's packed. And then like, you know how it is when like you wake up but you can't quite go back to sleep even though you're sleepy? Like, as I was just laying there trying to go back to sleep, my brain eventually was like, you bitch, that was a dream, get up, get up!
Dude, you weren't like, crikey, I guess that wasn't a dream, was it? No, but like, I feel like I want to say I remember something, but I remember things happening in dreams that I was slightly confused on before, but it wasn't anything major. Like, I don't remember going to sleep and waking up and being like, yep. I just remember going to sleep and remembering like, wait a minute, I used the bathroom in my dream, and then I woke up and I'm like, oh, thank God.
Oh God, that's happened to me.
The general, like, I don't, because ever since I was a little kid, I think,
Yeah?
I mean, I think I've remembered peeing the bed when I was really, really little, but like,
Yeah.
I've always every once in a while had a dream where I'm like, I remembered that I was using the bathroom, and I think in the dream I was like, oh wait, and I would wake up out of like frantic fear that I just pissed the bed or something.
That happened to me. You piss in a dream, you piss for real. That happened to me. That happened.
Look,
so like,
that's I don't know that that's happened to me, maybe, but I don't know.
that's happened to me.
I'm sorry.
And then I did have this one dream that it was a very weird dream, but I won't go into details because some of the like topics might be triggering to audience members. But like and the main story of that dream was I was trying to find a bathroom and couldn't, and I woke up and I had to piss so bad, and I'm like, thank God I did not find a bathroom in my dream. But like, I did have one dream though where I was Brian Griffin from Family Guy.
Oh no, dude, that is traumatic to many in the audience, I'm sure.
Yeah. And you know how you ever have a dream that's like 4 seconds long, but you were asleep for like a long time? So
yeah.
In that dream, I'm Brian Griffin. I'm just chilling in a public swimming pool, and I'm like, yo, nobody's gonna know if I pee right now. And me, Brian Griffin, I piss, and then I wake up to myself pissing.
Dude, Family Guy ruined your. You gotta make a YouTube story, like, but it's an IRL story. It's like, this is how Family Guy ruined my life.
Yeah. Brian Griffin specifically. Stewie's not the only childhood he ruined.
I feel the same as always, says the ghost.
Hmm.
But if you don't feel normal, this must be a dream.
I see. That's too bad. Going on a trip with you would be so much fun, but it's just a dream.
Not too bad. You don't want to be in space. How do you get back down? I don't mind if it is.
He continues staring out the window at the pair of stars.
Also, if it's a dream, how does she know things she doesn't know?
He seems more open than usual. I guess he's right. We should just enjoy ourselves, even if it is just a dream.
Dude, now she's in a lucid dream.
Uh-huh. I've always wanted to lucid dream. Never figured it out. Which one of us will be this one?
We will be checking tickets now. Please have them ready as the conductor comes by.
This is the Polar Express, god damn it!
Oh, no. Is this their depiction of a crow, or is this like a shadow spirit bird? I think it's a shadow spirit because crows have actual beaks.
Yeah, I don't know if this is like a crow, a vulture, or the fucking Grim Reaper.
Dude, this is Polar Express, and then it's like the crow comes up and it's like a really badly like CGI Tom Hanks face. Uncanny Valley.
It's like a Tom Hanks bird. Just Tom Hanks with a beak pasted on him.
I think we confirmed though, like I know I probably triggered chat one of the last times we mentioned Christmas movies because I said the Polar Express was abysmal.
I fucking hate the Polar Express. Conductor appears without a sound. I never felt him coming.
Dude, you never see it coming.
They don't stop coming and they don't stop coming.
Yo, like I would say that this went from being Polar Express to Persona.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever like you know what Persona is? I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, I know what it is. I've never played it.
Have you heard?
People have told me for the longest time to start playing it, and I've been meaning to, and then I just haven't.
Do you have a Switch?
A Switch?
Nintendo Switch.
Oh, a Switch. Yes. I have a Switch Lite, but I do have a Switch.
Yeah, you can get I think all three of the more recent because Persona 4 Golden and Persona 3 for like the PSP are on there. That's how I think I got a couple of mine that way. I think I have Persona 4 Golden on Steam and on the Switch somehow. Maybe not.
Yeah.
The conductor appears without a sound. I mean, it's sort of like this is what you do in Persona because I heard the song like Last Surprise. This was one of the main like you never see it coming, and then you have that song all over and on Smash Brothers and everything, and then I'm playing Persona, and it's like basically everything you do is you sneak up on the spirit and then like knife it in the back with Joker and rip its mask off or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, bruh. He's as good as the doctor.
He's as good as a doctor.
I'm sorry.
Wait, have I met you somewhere before?
Could be. I see too many people every day to know.
I really feel like I've seen him somewhere before. Maybe it's just a coincidence.
Anyway, tickets, please. Tickets?
You mean we need to pay to ride the train even though it's a dream?
Nobody said anything about money. They just said something about ticket. Check your pocket.
Yeah. Now check your pocket. Oh, that's you.
Oh, I see you have a scorpion flame, sir. The planisphere gets you on for free.
Wow. You get a free ride, Nakaki?
I don't remember getting this anywhere. Of course not. The scorpion flame is a treasure passed down only to the chosen ones. Space can be a dangerous place for someone without one of those. Take good care of it. Never, ever, ever give it to anyone, no matter how they ask. Alright.
It is a far cry from what a middle schooler might use in a science fair project. It looks antique and valuable. The stars aren't printed on the surface and instead glitter almost their own light. Are those real gemstones?
And you, miss? You don't have a planisphere, do you?
I need to pay a fare too?
Of course you do. Only the one with the planisphere gets on for free.
What a financially troubling dream!
Check your pocket.
What do I do? Do I have anything I could use as a ticket? Here!
What is that?
It's the fortune I drew at the temple on New Year's!
Damn! We're actually using the fortune!
Oh my god! That's one of the things, because that's, like, we have drawn several different fortunes from all the, things we've played. However, it's never, like, come up to, like, mean anything or be used anywhere.
Damn. You've been holding on to it for a while. Ah, that's the ticket for the green car.
It is?
You can stay here if you want, but you could move to the celebrity car. See you around.
What a convenient dream!
Dude, can Nagaki also, because of his planisphere, or is that just like free basic fare? He gets coach.
Mm.
I say coach, but I only know about that on planes. I don't know if there's coach on a train.
Yeah, I don't know how traveling works.
I took a scenic train once that was kind of just like, it was one of those old Cape Cod kind of like, we'll just go on the railway to this place and we just operate this train for the shits and giggles.
I've always wanted to go on a train.
Travel.
Yeah. I've always wanted to go on a train. I've also always wanted to go on an airplane. I've never been on either.
So the thing about trains is that, like, unless it's a specific system, usually trains are only really good for going places that are really long.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't normally run passenger trains anymore in the United States because, like, there's no place that's really long to the point where it's like, it's kind of close by. It'd only take a few hours. There are trains that still go, but it's not common anymore because you might as well just ride an airplane. Because the maintenance cost for a train is probably not that dissimilar to the maintenance cost for a plane. And you're only moving, like, really light objects with a train. Normally I see trains moving freight because they're big, heavy, giant, like, containers. Like, there's a train that runs through where I live. There's a train in Norfolk. At least one train in Norfolk. That's the like the compact city near Virginia Beach, where I was originally from. But crazy. Train will be stopping for a few minutes to wait for signals.
So there are traffic signals in outer space?
It would seem so. Though one would think with so much room, they could arrange it so that the train would never have to stop.
Yeah. Oh, Nagaki! There's a station! We aren't really trying to get anywhere anyway. Wanna get off?
A station? Didn't they just say we were stopping to wait for signals?
But there's a platform and everything.
Things don't have to make sense in a dream.
Yeah. Look, it says Southern Cross Line, the King Station. Let's get off.
Alright. Let's go. Ooh.
Oh, this art style is so cute.
Oh, it's trippy. Is it moving ever so slightly?
I can't tell. It is kind of weird.
It makes me feel like it's moving.
I can't tell. I think it's an optical illusion, but I can't tell.
Oh my god.
But it's so cute. Wow, it's so wonderful. It's like we're in a fairy tale. What a pretty town, Nagaki. I'm getting excited.
Indeed. It's almost like we're dreaming.
We are. We can look around a little, right? See what there is to see, then get back on the train. It's not like we're headed anywhere in particular, after all.
true, but the station's gone.
What? Turn around and the station is indeed gone.
I knew it.
The aged platform has disappeared, leaving only the pale glowing tracks running off into the distance. Maybe this is like that thing in Adventure Games where we can't leave until we've completed some more events?
Who knows? We can't leave the star for now anyway.
In that case, we'll just have to see the sights until it's sorry. Where do you want to go, Nakaki? We don't have a map. Should we just wander around?
I don't think the planisphere will help us find our way around the star. Find anywhere. Anywhere you want to go, Miss Piss Bucket.
So I get to be his escort.
I love, like, we barely ever have our names said. However, every time there's off in the distance, you know, you hear this little hee.
Leave it to me. My hunter-gatherer instincts are telling me... Excuse me? You must be Gus from far away.
See, these are all shadow people.
Welcome to the Holiday Star.
Oh
That's
my
the
god!
name of the game! Woo! They said the name of the game! What?
It just was sprung on me. Feels unreal. We are addressed by a somewhat vague-looking duff. See, well, I think that was your line anyway. Technically,
yeah, that was my line, but you could take that one.
that was a semi-narrator voice. But the crazy thing, right? See, this is Hatoful Boyfriend Holiday Star, right? Now I'm going to think of the Holiday Star, this weird train experience. Anytime you say Hatoful Boyfriend Holiday Star, it won't be how Angel freaking got snubbed and got taken advantage of. He got his like blood stolen.
Blood stolen.
and was just they were having freaking fangirl wars.
Oh yeah.
And then there's the how the bird stole the Christmas tree. And somehow in every one of these scenarios, every one of these is probably canon because every one of these has had Miru and Kaku or whatever.
Yeah.
But nope, we're just gonna remember the train now because it's called the Holiday Star.
He must be a local. This is the Holiday Star?
That's right. The Holiday Star. A happy name. Very happy indeed. We celebrate our holiday which never ends. This is a happy star. This must be your first time here. Why not go pay your respects to the ruler of this planet, the Dreaming King, our lord?
Oh my goodness. We're meeting the king already? What a forward king he must be.
Is that palace in the distance where he lives? Yes, it is. If you head straight for the light atop its tower, you will be there before you know it. This really is the Polar Express. What the hell?
Damn. Getting invited to see the king as soon as we arrive? Definitely VIP treatment. Let's go!
I'm guessing, okay, so they haven't actually technically alluded to anything.
Yeah.
However, the fact that this story is going the way it is must be something very similar to a what happens in that book. Because they haven't like, I'm guessing what happens is they're all of a sudden someone and someone else are dreaming and they're off in the train lane together and there's that castle in the distance.
Yeah. The palace was impressive from the outside, but it's even more kingly on the inside. The citizen we talked to earlier said the king would be in here, but...
His
Royal Highness. Oh, do you want to be the king?
You can be the king, honestly. That's fine.
Okay.
Other than everything else.
Okay. His Royal Highness, the king!
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Hello, I am the king. Did he just announce himself? Maybe that's how they do things around here. The crown bird set himself down on his magnificent throne. He doesn't quite seem dignified, or maybe he seems a little humble, or... At any rate, he's a very forward king.
You are the king?
Yes. The king is the king of this star. He's very assertive in an extremely plain way. The king asked, "Are you from the outside? You have very nice planisphere." Yes, we're from the Little Dove Hatchiman City from St. Pitch Nations. It sparkles and is very pretty. The king thought he would like it.
It is very Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah. This? Oh, that's you.
This?
That's so rude. How can you ask for someone's things as soon as you meet them? Are you a selfish character, Mr. King? Sniff, sniff,
You
sniff.
made him cry? That was too harsh, Miss Pissbucket. You made the king sad. Well, it's hard when you're just staring at all that yellow. It's like you prided yourself on being very stark yellow, and then along walks in the piss bucket. Then you realize you're not special no more.
He's kind of a wimpy king.
You can't have this, though. I was told not to give it to anyone. I'm sorry.
The king does not mind. The king is not crying. Me when I'm crying? The king asked, "Would you listen to the king's request instead?"
This king's pronouns are king and king self.
Yes. Request? The king and his people are troubled. Troubled by the new restaurant at the edge of the Crystal Forest. I would think that a restaurant opening on a tourist draw would be perfectly normal. Birds who go into the new restaurant don't come out.
They're
Oh, Shoe's
on the
opening
menu.
a restaurant!
Damn.
This is Shoe's restaurant. They go in, but they never come out.
That was a bit redundant.
Mm-hmm. Once they go in, they don't go in. We get it! Those who come out can't go in. Do you understand?
So people are disappearing inside the restaurant.
Well, this got creepy awfully quick.
I don't know what's creepier, the king's description of the place or the place itself.
We have an infirmary just like that at our school. The king was very scared. The king cried. The king asked you, who have come outside, if you would investigate. I guess wandering travels will always get asked around errands if they talk to the king no matter when and where they are.
Hashtag RPG moment.
Yep. What do you think, Nagaki? Should we accept?
We don't have other plans. This could kill some time, or kill us.
I mean, he's already dead. What is he scared of?
That's true.
An investigation of Smacks and Chicken Danger could kill some time? You're awfully bold, Nagaki. I like the cut of your jib.
Yo, we got Speedwagon!
Nice! That's a Speedwagon reference! Understood, Mr. King.
I love how it's technically a JoJo reference, even though it's a plain kind of like thing that everyone says.
It's like the joke of everything being a JoJo reference. Leave it to us!
I am going to pull the grand crapifier, and I will have to make this. I mean, we could stay for a couple more minutes, but this is gonna be a TBD moment.
Oh, yeah, because I was like looking at the clock too. I was like, it's about like 11 p.m. for him. How long is he planning to stream it? Probably could have gotten further if we didn't get like sidetracked talking about like stand-up comedy and shit like that and sitcoms.
I mean, sure, but we probably at least could make this an even thing, whereas the other two were
Yeah,
like kind of janky in the sense that it took literally like an episode and a
yeah,
half. Um,
yeah.
what button do I hit?
What do you mean? What button do you hit?
Do I have to bring up text? Okay, yeah, I do. All right,
Okay.
save. All right, saving.
Okay.
Let's go. So
Woohoo!
that's that's the Hatoful boyfriend. That's like the
Yeah,
first half, I think, of that episode. I
yeah,
I
yeah,
I get the old ass classic literature vibes. Like we're going to walk through this
yeah,
weird, creepy wonderland with the king and all this other stuff.
yeah.
I'm gonna take
Think,
a I'm gonna take a guess and say that we're gonna actually spend a good amount of time in this dream.
yeah. I like the art style of this like fairyland place. I think it's very cute.
I do too, but it kind of takes me out of it though.
Yeah, understandable.
Well, I mean, I guess it's because like I don't care about the king yet.
Yeah.
I don't care about the conductor, and I don't like
Um,
Nagaki. Just sounds he seems to be like rolling with it. He has his like little globosphere thing,
yeah.
and
That's the thing too. I was kind of looking forward to our little like astrology night with everybody, and then now we're here, and I'm like, okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
maybe it'll turn out really cool. I mean, I've liked
yeah.
the other two. So as far as these mini stories go, what were
Yeah.
your opinions of the first two at the very least?
Um, the first one, it's all right. It was all right. Not my favorite one. So far, my favorite one has been Angel's Story. Angel's Story was super good. I liked that. That was so interesting.
That's
Um,
true. I mean, like the fun part with like, oh, boom, tank, the extravagant stuff with the white kids, and the
yeah.
fact that they just sprung that on me and I died. But
Yeah.
that was really fun. But aside from that, it was just talking to people about Christmas trees wasn't all that good.
Yeah.
We had
Yeah,
so many
yeah.
things happen in the
Yeah.
second one. It was just like a big pile of like wow
Yeah.
palooza.
I thought it was super funny too that this person wanted to get revenge on Shu and like at this moment in that part of the game Shu was like gone on vacation.
I know.
That was really funny. And then just the whole like using weeaboos as like fucking ammunition.
It wasn't even ammunition. It was like the power source of the
Yeah,
energy blast or
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
They're gonna use fangirl BL energy and
Yeah,
shoot it
yeah.
at the magical girl birds. That of course when I referenced it to Seven, he was just like, but it's a bird. That's
Yeah,
his
yeah.
answer to
Well, he
everything.
hasn't. I don't think he's played Hatoful Boyfriend, so I don't think he gets the references.
He doesn't
But
even know. But that's what I've been trying to say. Look, the best game ever. Maybe he doesn't even
oh
take
yeah,
it seriously anymore, but it really is like one of the really
yeah,
good
yeah.
games.
Like I didn't realize whenever we started this game that there would be like power scaling and shit like that.
There is kind of power scaling. Like
Yeah,
when it comes to like I mean it's not a crucial aspect of the game, but
yeah, yeah.
freaking
It's yeah. There's so much to this game. Like I said, I tend to forget their birds. Like earlier when we were talking about like starting a family with Nagaki, and we're like, well, first of all, he's dead and like a different species. And I'm like, oh yeah, he's a bird. I totally forgot.
dude, I love because it's like well we can't really be with him. Yeah, because he's a bird and he's dead.
Yeah, yeah.
Like oh yeah, that's right. He's a bird. Totally forget they're birds. Also,
Mhm.
one thing I'll definitely say that I don't know. I don't quite know if I've said this a lot about Hatoful Boyfriend, but
Yeah,
the writing itself of the characters is good. The writing is actually very humorous when you haven't played the same jokes over and over again.
yeah, yeah.
Like that is the only fault I might find with Hatoful Boyfriend in the first place is like when you've already read every line of text in the game except for the character specific ones on each story route, it
Yeah.
becomes very blah.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like that's the only thing. I think that's why they have the skip button.
Yeah.
I mean, like if I hit the skip button now, we barely make any choices at all. So it's like it would just run through the whole script,
Yeah.
which would be
Yeah.
sad because we want to read, we want to know. But like
Ye-
it does seem strange though. Like
Mm,
I think in the first game it gave us the illusion that we had interesting choices to make because I did
yeah,
pick
yeah.
things, but we
The
didn't really
illusion of
do
choice.
anything. We
Yeah,
went to a
yeah,
different room in the department store before story happened or something like that, and it was like, all right,
yeah,
so technically there's different bits of text for that maybe, but I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, nothing was that impactful that I would want to go back and have to replay. And so it's just like I would say Hatoful Boyfriend 100% a must read slash must watch slash must play. But
Yeah,
definitely that skip button in the first game comes a little bit in
yeah,
handy. Freaking repeating April 8th over and over again. But
mm,
but yeah. I've enjoyed this game quite a bit. We've been playing this for like 3 hours.
yeah,
I figure now is a good time for Holiday Star to make its end here in the
yeah.
show. We've had up to 9 viewers at once at some point, like nine concurrent viewers. Say that's pretty good.
Dang.
9 views, 7 likes. Um, Somehow
Yeah,
only 26 total views. How is it in other streams? I get like, do I have everyone just come in and out?
yeah, yeah.
Interesting. Anyway, we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys all again next time. I think any final words, Charlie, on this first half of the Burb stream?
Oh,
Cool.
oh.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we will be back with the Tofu Boyfriend most likely next week.
Yeah.
Next time on Hatoful Boyfriend Holiday Star, will we find the king's
Mm,
the king's mystery out? With why on earth we're even seeing the king? What is the whole point to all of this?
mm.
This story that like did we literally just fall into a dream? Like we really did hit the narcolep
Yeah, yeah.
on like standing up on the roof and then randomly we're on a train.
Kazuaki's narcolepsy got contagious.
Dude, dude. That's rough. But anyway,
Mm.
good evening, and to see you all again next time.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.